Hello and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 and hits 103.9 FM in Accra, in Kumasi on Love 99.5 FM, and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including ATL FM Cape Coast, Might FM Tamale, Bewa Radio DND, and Inkligi FM Boli. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, fire burns Medina Reds Junction yet again, leaving more than 100 shops destroyed.
So the extent of damage, I can say, well, off the top of my head, I can say about 20 containers or more damaged by the fire.
Also, more survivors sharing harrowing tales of the Gomwa-Chirikun road crash that killed and left many injured. We'll hear the story of a woman who had to crawl out of the bus to safety after a stampede.
I really remember because I was sleeping. I only saw myself almost on the corner, but people were just stepping on me.
Stepping on you?
Yeah.
In business.
National Communications Authority to press ahead with a directive for telcos to deactivate all unregistered SIM cards from database. Details on the Joy Business Report.
And in this episode of Ghana's Schools of Shame, we visit St. Joseph's School in the Talensi district of the Upper East region, where the school's weak infrastructure and inadequate furniture make learning painful.
The walls have cracked, and the teachers are scared that if they come in, the wall will break, or if teachers are even scared.
I am Amiesi Nyamiche Thompson. Details shortly. There's been another fire outbreak at Medina Reds Junction in the Lankwantanan Medina municipality. The fire, which started around 11 p.m. on Tuesday, gutted a number of shops in the area. Speaking to Joy News, Ghana National Fire Service Public Relations Officer ADO2 Alex Kinati said the cause of the fire is unknown.
So the extent of damage, I can say, well, off the top of my head, I can say about 20 containers or more damaged by the fire. And the casualties, we are still fighting the fire. We are still trying to get through to the slums. So we can't, for now, we've not received any news of casualties. But once we are done with the firefighting, we'll do what we call overhauling and salvaging to make sure if there's no casualty. Also, the strength of the fire team was enough.
Well, Public Relations Officer ADO2 Alex Kinati joins us live now. If you can hear me, we understand the fire has been brought under control. What is your initial assessment of the damage caused so far? We know some people in the community were in the area when the fire happened. Has everyone been rescued?
Yes, then good morning to your cherished listeners. So as per our operational procedures, when we get there, we make sure that there's no one trapped. One lady was reporting of her sister missing, so we prioritized that during the firefighting. So we extended the scope of firefighting, but then we realized that there was no casualty. It looks like she couldn't find her sister. So there was no casualties reported, and the shops or the structures that were destroyed were about 120 to 150 structures comprising of containers and kiosks.
But have you been able to establish the cause of fire?
Well, we haven't yet been able to establish the cause of fire. Looking at the time the fire started and looking at the vast area of the fire, our men from the Medina Fire Station will be back at the site later today and tomorrow to be doing more investigation to ascertain. There might be a lot of factors that might have accounted for the fires. It could have been negligence, it could have been arson, and then it could also have been just any factor. So we are not leaving anything to chance, and we'll make sure that we expedite investigation into it.
Right. Thank you so much. ADO2 Alex Kinati is Public Relations Officer at the Ghana National Fire Service. More survivors of the Monday morning road crash at Gomwa-Chirikun in the Accra Cape Coast Highway are sharing distressful details of how a fuel tanker rammed into their car, killing some passengers, including a baby. One of them, who only gave her name as Juliet, says she was asleep when the deadly crash happened. She says a stampede followed the accident, with many of the passengers stepping on her injured body until she crawled to safety. It is still unclear the number of people who died. The Efutu Municipal Fire Service Commander, DO2 Kwesi Hughes, says 16 people were sent to the morgue. Other first responders also say 6 persons died on the spot. Maxwell Agbagba has more on this report.
I am at the bus terminal where the driver of the U-turn bus was headed. Here, I've met an executive member of the Ghana Private Road Transport Union, Bob Hagan. He lost his friend, Clement Ejapon, and 2 others. He was at the morgue to see them.
Yesterday, he called around 8 o'clock in the morning that he had a libo, Clement Ejapon's body. One leg, one hand, the body had been divided.
One of the people who died in the crash, Clement Ejapon, worked with Babs Transport. Emmanuel Ejapon is the secretary of the company. He says dual carriageways or divided highways save lives.
That is all we want for now. That is exactly what we want. Because, I can't just leave home to feed home and all this happens. So our plea to the government is that road, the Accra Cape Coast Road should be dual carriage.
Here at the Accident and Emergency Ward at the Buneba Trauma and Specialist Hospital, family members of some of the persons affected by the crash are gathered here, waiting with bated breath for them to be discharged. But right here in the waiting area, you can hear occasional screams of pain.
I really remember because I was sleeping. I only saw myself almost on the corner, but people were just stepping on me.
People were stepping on you?
Yeah, people stepping on me because I was sleeping. So I now told myself, they who are close.
You heard Maxwell Agbagba's report on Tuesday morning's crash. Now, 5,000 children in the Talensi district of the Upper East region have no school furniture. They will have the best chance of succeeding by studying while sitting on stones, tree roots, or even the ground. 12-year-old Harina Karim, a student of St. Joseph's School, Karare, says the lack of basic infrastructure makes learning unappealing. In today's episode of Ghana Schools of Shame, features editor Jojo Kobna reports the local authorities say they are pressed for cash.
My name is Haruna Karim. This is my school. The walls have cracked, and the teachers are scared that if they come in, the wall will break. The walls are weak. Government should help us.
Look at our nursery children. They don't have any classroom to sit. They are sitting on the floor, no mat. They cannot learn.
The children sit on cement blocks, stones, roots of trees, and even on the ground. The Talensi District Assembly has just started digging the ground for the construction of a school block. But how long will it take? The DC for Talensi has some answers.
How soon is a matter of resources. Fortunately, we landed in the hands of a good friend, and he has accepted to build the school to completion before we find money to pay him to finish it up.
And that was Jojo Kobina's report. Now, can you believe that these are girls as young as 10 years using contraceptives to prevent pregnancies in Accra? This came to light when my colleague Martha Krensil Aqua embarked on a project titled Teens on Contraceptives. These children, technically referred to as adolescents, sometimes make the decisions on what contraceptive to use by themselves without any help from a parent or guardian. Listen to excerpts of her documentary.
I know it's used to prevent the sperms from growing in a woman. I also learned it helps in preventing of pregnancy, unwanted pregnancies.
Please, they said contraceptive is good for those who have sex, but as a child, there is no need for you to use a contraceptive.
Well, public health nurse Dorcas Ahaji explains some come in as young as 11 to access the family planning methods.
So as a municipality, we do get adolescents, 11 years, 12 years, 13 years, asking questions on family planning. Sorry. And then some of them on the, coming in for family or asking questions on family planning. As a health directorate,
Well, the New Patriotic Party says it is poised to annex victory in the upcoming by-election in Asin North after Parliament formally declared the seat vacant on Tuesday. Speaking to Joy News on the back of this development, the party's Director of Communications, Richard Ahiangba, said the NPP has put the relevant measures in place to ensure the party snatches the seat from the NDC. And that's how we end this bulletin. I am Amisi Nyamiche Thompson. Now, top story: fire burns Medina Ritz Junction yet again, leaving more than 100 shops destroyed. But don't go anywhere. There's more coming up on the Super Morning Show.
You know your papa see that? And it's Rickety car. Hey, papa! Bobo, so how your engine now? It is half.
Are you looking for a new way to revise for your WASI? Then Joy Learning has everything you need in place. Yes, we are back with the 2023 revision show for SHS 3 learners. Don't worry, your favorite question of the day section wasn't left out. And oh, you can engage with your facilitators during live TV lessons, ask questions, and get real-time feedback in the comfort of your own space. The 2023 revision show for SHS learners shows every Monday to Friday at 7:30 p.m. right here on Joy Learning. Joy Learning, learning is so fun. Joy Learning, keep learning.
The most exciting, entertaining, and competitive cookery show. Big Chef Tertiary Edition coming soon.
It's Black Sheriff KK Rasta in the building. 10th June, rep your Jesse. It's live. Rasta's active everywhere, every corner of that venue. You understand? Blessings. Pull up with your people, with your mommy, your papi, your sister, your cousin. Everybody, pull up. Blessings.
Hi guys, my name is Rosalyn Fairley and I work on Joy Prime Television. On the 10th of June, we are all meeting at the Aviation Social Center for Rep Your Jersey. Nice hits of Rep Your Jersey. We are back again. Which team do you support? Do you support Man City or you support Inter Milan? Well, I am for Man City, and so I say go Man City. Let's meet there and support our favorite teams. It's on the 10th of June. Don't miss out. I hope to see you. Bye.
Sorry for no, rap your JC. DJ's November Live. The 10th of June. Before come to action song striker.
Bantama Lukaku.
Hey, what's up, my people? It's your boy Vanilla, aka Lala. And on the 10th of June, I'll be live and representing skillfully on the pitches, you know, at the Hits Rep Your Jersey 23. Charlie, it's the biggest sports outdoor event happening this year. And I can't wait to be present to show you my skills, Charlie. I want to see all my people there. Come on, let's show.
And thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And the 6 a.m. news brought to us by Total Energies. We go the extra mile for you. And Absa Bank Ghana Limited, helping you find a way to get things done. Coming up is the Joy Business Report, brought to us by Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life. Agbafu.
Morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. You?
Well, I'm fantastic. I'm doing well.
Oh, great.
Feels like a wet morning.
Yeah, and actually reminded me of the kinky we took on Monday.
Monday.
Because I took it when it was raining in the afternoon. So
let's say
good
thank
morning
you to Uncle White and Auntie Florence.
Oh, nice, Auntie Florence.
Yeah.
You made our day.
Oh,
that was
fantastic. And the redfish was
and the sauce.
Charlie. Dara, why are you whetting people's appetite this
Because it's raining this morning and
and what?
Some hot kinky.
Hot kinky or hot watching, whichever one.
Whichever one.
You see, you're a bad man. But this morning we're putting the spotlight on our potholes. On our potholes, yes. It's very, very, very important. And we're doing this for a reason. Okay, look, practically every road you use in this country, you would spot a pothole. The question is, why? And some of these potholes could actually lead to traffic. Look, there are instances where you're driving and you probably may think that, there's something happening in front of you, only to realize that is just what people have termed manholes.
Because some of them actually look like manholes.
Yes, and they cause traffic. Sometimes you could be stuck in there for 30 minutes, 1 hour, just because of that. Now, imagine if you were going to work and you got stuck in there. Okay?
Yeah.
And you got stuck in there.
Yeah.
1 hour. Now, and you're working 8 hours a week. So you have to leave home early, get stuck in there 1 hour, multiply that by 20 hours. of your 20 of your productive hours gone.
And not to mention
put
that
a value to that.
You get to work tired because of the bumpy ride.
Put a value to that and you would appreciate how we're losing a lot because of this. Look, in some instances, because of some of these traffic, people spend, about a fifth of their time in traffic in this country. So this morning we're putting the spotlight on it and we're asking a very simple question. Is it a case of poor engineering or maybe a lack of maintenance? But of course we want you to tell us the state of your road. Yesterday I was going for a walk and I met somebody who said, and I had, she stopped in front of me and said, is he the one? Is he the one? I said, he's the one, Mr. Amwa. You've stopped talking about our roads. Abokobi Teman Road.
Oh.
I thought that one is not potholes. Galleys. Because you see, that road itself is in a deplorable state. And she said, you've stopped talking about our roads. Every day, every month we have to go to the workshop. Think about this. Going to the workshop regularly because of the poor nature of your road. And you see, some of these potholes could be fixed immediately. We will not fix them. We would allow them to develop and eventually fill the whole road. And then we would come back and say we are going to construct the road. What is wrong with us? That's a conversation we're having this morning here on the Super Morning Show. And as always, we want you to share the pictures with us, okay? Get onto
Share
Twitter.
the pictures.
Get onto Twitter. Use the hashtag JoySMS. We'll find them and we'll share them with the rest of the world. Of course, we'll be hearing from the engineers and they'll be telling us what the situation is. And who knows?
And it gets worse during the rainy season, right?
I tell you, look, on my stretch, Abokobi Teman Road, you can't drive. Oh my goodness. But then there's an MC, Honorable Kakiman. Okay, MC who drives V8 or maybe V6. So they wouldn't feel it. But if you drive the kind of cars we drive, my goodness, in no time, your shocks are gone. And also coming up this morning, our friends from the Ghana Revenue Authority will be joining us. We're talking about the VAT upfront payment right here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. But it's now time for the Joy Business Report with Darryl Kwao and the team.
Hey, welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, National Communications Authority to press ahead with a directive for telcos to deactivate all unregistered SIM cards from database. Also coming up, IMF justifies Bank of Ghana's zero financing of government's budget, describing it as crucial measure to check inflation and the country's rising debt. Plus, 7 shop owners and restaurant operators arrested over VAT infractions. We've got that report coming up. Stay with us. My name is Darryl Kwao. Thanks for being with us this morning. First up, National Communications Authority will press ahead with the directive for all unregistered SIM cards to be deactivated from database of telecom firms. Now, this is what Joy Business has picked up from persons close to the authority. There's more in the following report.
Joy Business is learning that the National Communications Authority's insistence has been influenced by the fact that some of these SIM card holders just don't want to take advantage of the grace period to re-register. We also understand that since the last directive from the National Communications Authority, there hasn't been any significant pickup in the re-registration process. This is despite data from the National Identification Authority indicating that a lot more persons have secured their national ID cards, which was an excuse in the past. We understand that more than 1 million subscribers could lose their lines permanently by June 1, 2023. That is, if they fail to re-register by the close of today. However, despite the enforcement of this directive, there are some SIM cards, according to the National Communications Authority, that will be excused from the process. That is, Ghanaians on official duty outside the country, as well as those that are out of the country over a certain period. Again, persons that have already kick-start or at stage 1 of the re-registration process will also be exempted. Sources say the persons to be delinked from the system of the telcos will start from June 1, 2023, and it will be carried out in phases. Some analysts are worried that the move could impact badly on the fortunes of some of the telecom operators. This is because these subscribers are the main source of their revenue.
George Affe with that report. Meanwhile, MTN Ghana has assured that subscribers whose SIM cards may be deactivated will still have access to their mobile money accounts. Salam Adadivo is Chief Executive Officer.
Your SIM will be delinked and deactivated, but as you have money on your SIM, we do have a provision in the PSSA, the Payment Systems and Services Act, on how to treat funds that have not been accessed. Essentially, it will be treated as dormant funds, and you can redeem them at some point in time with the right identification and the right processes. All of this would advise customers at the end of the exercise.
That was Chief Executive Officer of MTN Ghana, Salam Adadivo. The IMF has justified a program condition that requires zero financing of government's budget by the Bank of Ghana. Some analysts have criticized this move, insisting it's not good for a developing country that is already struggling to mobilize revenue. But President Representative of the IMF, Dr. Leandro Medina, insists it's needed to check inflation and the rising debt stock.
Zero financing of the budget by the BOG, right? Which is not zero financing period, right? Is in this specific measure, and an MOU has been signed, and this is important because it's one of the measures that have been taken to fight inflation. Remember, when you talk of zero financing by BOG, it's not in a vacuum. It's in the context of inflation of beyond 50%. So sometimes some difficult decisions have to be taken. The IMF has agreed with the authorities in a way to measure the macroeconomic variables that will be used to monitoring the program. And this is very important.
Dr. Leandro Medina there, he is IMF representative. Now, former Finance Minister Setekwe has disclosed that what Ghana needs now is a comprehensive approach to managing the country's fiscal situation to help reduce the high deficits. This follows moves by government to limit the amount of debt that can be incurred by any administration. It has therefore proposed a debt target as part of fiscal reforms under the IMF program. Mr. Tekwe tells Joy Business enforcement of the Public Management Finance Law will be a game changer.
Yes, there is a need for tightening. There is a need for tightening the rules. It's not just about debt. As I said, your debt is from borrowing, and the borrowing is from your deficit. And your deficit is from revenue minus expenditure. And this is the purpose of the Public Financial Management Act, to cover all this, in one law, which amended, the FAA, Financial Administration Act. So what we need is a comprehensive, approach to managing our fiscal, including particularly expenditure, so that we don't incur high deficits, which we have 5%, and we've exceeded it. Today we are about between 10 and 13%. So the quantification per se, it's not a solution. The provisions are there. It is about the enforcement.
You had the former Finance Minister Setekwe calling for the enforcement of the Public Financial Management Law, which he believes will be a game changer. Now, economist Dr. Patrick Isuming is warning of huge costs for the economy if government goes ahead with plans to soon commence borrowing from the international market. President Akufo-Addo, in an interaction in Qatar, signaled government's intention to turn to the international debt market now that Ghana has a program with the IMF. Now, Dr. Isuming maintains the associated costs could erode recent gains.
I was quite surprised to hear discussions about returning to the capital markets. So first of all, the document we sign on to, until we exit the program, I don't think we are allowed to take any more commercial loans. So if by going back to the capital market, we mean going back and then borrowing as we've been doing in the past, then that's just not going to happen. But frankly, we have bigger problems to worry about than thinking about returning to the capital market to borrow. The economy has real problems. We have, growth has slowed down, and even when we are growing, we are not collecting enough revenues. And the expenditure has been out of control for some time, and we struggle to get hold of that. And then the structure of the economy is fundamentally weak that we need to think about. So really, any thought that we are just going to leverage this program and then go back to the international capital market is completely out of place for me.
Economist Dr. Patrick Isuming there. Now, some of the oil marketing companies will begin today start reviewing prices of petroleum products at the pumps. Their action is in line with adjustments carried out every 2 weeks. There are strong indications that prices of some of the products will be kept unchanged, whilst LPG may witness some reduction. Let's turn to the commodity market for you. This morning, crude oil dropped to $73 a barrel. Gold went up by more than $4 to open trading at $1,963 an ounce. Cocoa is trading this morning at $3,005 a ton after increasing by $14. In other news, the Ghana Revenue Authority's enforcement team has picked up 7 owners of shops and supermarkets over VAT infractions. The 7, including a Lebanese national, who were picked up, have been handed over to the CID to begin preparing their dockets for prosecution. Here's more in this report.
Today's enforcement exercise focused on shops that failed to issue VAT receipts to customers after the Ghana Revenue Authority conducted some test purchases. The enforcement unit arrested shop owners and supermarket operators and handed them over to the Police Criminal Investigations Department. Here is Head of Enforcement Unit at the GRA, Joseph Annan.
Once you fail to issue an invoice which is approved by the Commissioner General, then you've gone against the law, Section 41 of the VAT Act, which mandates all taxpayers to issue the VAT invoice at all times, or an approved invoice by the Commissioner General at all times. Once you fail to do that, then obviously you've gone against the law, and for that reason, you'll be arrested by GRA through the CID, who is seconded to GRA.
Mr. Annan has also been speaking about the form of prosecution to be meted out to the culprits.
These taxpayers have been arrested. The CID has taken over. It's taking them to the charge office for their statements to be taken, and then later they will come to our office for the preemptive assessment to be established, which they will pay immediately, and then CID will continue with their investigations, and they will build up a docket for our legal unit to continue with the process.
The operation will continue until all businesses comply with the VAT law.
Now, a visit to the fishing community of Jamestown gave 3 young fabricators an idea. What was that? The idea to create an adjustable barbecue grill machine to reduce the stress fish smokers go through. But that's just a bit of what their startup, Jay's Design Innovations, aims to do. There's more on today's episode of the Joy Business Van. 3 fabricators into the production of cookware, furniture, gates, balustrades, and other aesthetic fabrications. We feature Jay's Design Innovations, which has produced as a first of its works an adjustable barbecue grill machine.
We were challenged to look within our society and then find a problem and solve.
But what makes the barbecue grill machine unique?
Our barbecue grill machine has a flipping mesh. So with that, you pull down the handle and then the whole mesh flips over without you, the user, using your hands in contact with what you are grilling.
Young fabricators with big dreams.
We intend to be one of the best welding and fabrication company with precision quality in Ghana.
Catch Jay's Design Innovations on the Joy Business Van this Wednesday. All right, so you've got to see this 5 p.m. on Business Live on the Joy News channel. We are also airing at 1 p.m. right after the Joy Business Report on radio. And as we wrap up your currency market update this morning, the dollar going for 11 cedis 70 pesos. Winston has got his eyes on the figures. This morning, the euro selling at 12 cedis 50 pesos, and the pound going for the euro is going for 12 cedis, the pound going for 12 cedis 50 pesos. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. I nearly gave a heart attack.
The pound is actually going for
14 cedis 45 pesos. I missed that. 14 cedis 45 pesos, and the euro going for 12 cedis 50 pesos. And so, yeah, that's your update.
When you crave a kinky in the morning, that's what happens to you. Anyway, Darren.
Well, I know another interested party, Raymond Aqua, who keeps staring. He's always concerned about the pound. So 14 cedis 45 pesos.
It is well. And talking about the GH Porthole exhibition, well, someone just sent me a message that says, look, please talk about, the Michel Camp Road, the potholes there. He says, can't they just patch things up? Okay.
Like, even when they patch things up, it takes only a few days, and then...
because we don't do it well, we have to do them well.
But why is that so difficult? I mean, I don't know. Just
Mr. Aqua, good morning.
Potholes, eh? Yeah. It is the clearest indication of a failing system. Do you know why?
Tell me.
In every community, in every municipality, there is somebody in charge of it.
Yes.
In fact, not even the bigger roads. In every small way, somebody's responsibility is to make sure. I know places that overnight, they'll come and put temporary traffic lights there and fix the pothole before you are up by 4 or 5 a.m. So if you are not asleep by 2 or 3, you see them working. They will divert traffic. And so they are clearing out the place nicely. We have accepted that some pothole is okay. For example, the Mile 7 roundabout. It can cause traffic. You are in traffic.
It actually causes traffic.
Yes, and you don't understand what's happening. Everybody has to slow down. Slow down so that they can avoid that part.
Well, we'll have this conversation.
But people are paid. People are paid. Somebody is going to work this morning. His job is to fix that pothole.
And yet he's not fixing
He goes to sit in the office and he's paid to do that job.
He's in suit.
Yeah, can you believe that? He gets all the allowances in this world. And he has pot belly too.
Okay, Raymond, easy.
Let's go for our inspirational song for today. We'll get into that conversation. And it's brought to us by Duraplus Ghana Limited, producers of quality PVC pipes and water tank. Where Duraplus goes, water flows. And it's Sinach with Way.
Are you looking for a new way to revise for your WASI? Then Joy Learning has everything you need in place. Yes, we are back with the 2023 revision show for SHS 3 learners. Don't worry, your favorite question of the day section wasn't left out. And oh, you can engage with your facilitators during live TV lessons, ask questions, and get real-time feedback in the comfort of your own space. The 2023 revision show for SHS learners shows every Monday to Friday at 7:30 p.m. right here on Joy Learning. Joy Learning, learning is so fun. Joy Learning, keep learning.
The most exciting, entertaining, and competitive cookery show. Big Chef Tertiary Edition coming soon.
It's Black Sheriff KK Rasta in the building. 10th June, rep your Jesse. It's live. Rasta's active everywhere, every corner of that venue. You understand? Blessings. Pull up with your people, with your mommy, your papi, your sister, your cousin. Everybody, pull up. Blessings.
Hi guys, my name is Roslyn Fairley and I work on Joy Prime Television. On the 10th of June, we are all meeting at the Aviation Social Center for Rep Your Jersey. Nice hits of Rep Your Jersey. We are back again. Which team do you support? Do you support Man City or you support Inter Milan? Well, I am for Man City, and so I think we'll go Man City. Let's meet there and support our favorite teams. It's on the 10th of June. Don't miss out. I hope to see you. Bye.
Something, you understand? Don't be left out.
Original song for today chosen by Raymond Aqua. Good morning once again, Mr. Aqua.
Good morning. It's a powerful song.
Yes, good morning, Bartholomew Jehoshaphat Kojo Yankson. That's the full name.
You've been dying to do that for some time.
No, but that's the whole name. In fact, yesterday you...
Whose whole name?
That's the full name. Yesterday
Which full name?
Yesterday you told us that we should...
The full name of who?
We should agree that you're Bartholomew.
The full name of who?
Raymond.
You mentioned on air.
Yes.
After saying...
That's what?
After adding a disciple to Jesus' disciples.
Bartholomew.
You mentioned on air that Bartholomew the open.
I didn't say Bartholomew the I said...
Oh, no. You see, we heard you.
Well,
we are not accepting any other... You like that thing too much. Every time we want to redefine the scope.
We mentioned James's father Albius.
Yes.
In error.
We
corrected that.
Hold on. What's your big sister's name?
Jenny.
What's your younger sister's name?
Jean Araba.
JJ.
Jehoshaphat.
What has that got to do with the price of water?
No, that's how your father decided to name all of you.
Given an English name.
Oh no, please. Let's move on.
This is corruption.
Let's get to a drive safe campaign.
You can swear affidavit and change your name permanently.
I will not swear Afigolaya. It's not my name.
Jehoshaphat. But I like the short version of it. Jeho.
Yes.
So if you have to do it, DJ Jeho.
This is abuse.
Well, our drive safe campaign brought to us by Joy News and the Multimedia Group and supported by Toyota Superior Quality. So avoid all distractions, keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel. It's raining. I don't know how it's raining at your end, but please be careful on the road. I mean, when I was driving this morning and it started raining here, I saw a lot of trotro drivers finding it very difficult to drive, and they were getting into other lanes without any indication whatsoever. Yeah. Please be careful. It's rained, and you know our roads already. The potholes are there. You may not even see them. Now that it's rained, just be careful, and that's how you drive safe.
All right, this is how you say it right. It's brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks. It's also brought to you by Societe Generale Bank Ghana. The future is you.
Something must be done. You say either, I say either.
Here's another uncommon word. Balter. B-A-L-T-E-R. Balter. To dance clumsily without any rhythm, but usually with a lot of pleasure. As in, Raymond Aqua has no understanding of rhythm, When the music comes on, he just balters like a drunken goat. Kojo Yankson, Raymond will beat you.
Okay, so Kojo, Pakwesi Bands says that the
PKB.
name, I beg, greet Kojeho for me. So Kojo, then Jeho, see, Kojeho. That would be a nice one. That would be a nice one.
I thought we were friends. What is this?
You can't be friends. Anyway, I think we can get into the newspapers
We
now.
can, and it's brought to us this morning by First Atlantic Bank. Refreshingly different.
Daily Graphic, no, the Daily Guide rather is reporting this month. Let's make Ghana a tourism destination. This is the President of the Republic of Ghana speaking there. And Napo celebrates birthday in Monaco. Monaco is in which country?
Monaco, France.
Yeah, really.
It's its own country, but very close to France.
It has its own monarchy as well.
Monarchy.
Yeah.
Okay. Bamia picks NPP flag bearer forms. And Sidi Kubuari son tops U.S. University. The gentleman is Ashraf Buhari. And the vice president showcasing the forms. And, show your certificates.
Okay, so how many have picked now? I think 7?
Yeah.
Okay. The one who picked yesterday, and I saw Mbura speaking to Kojo Poku.
Yes.
The one I said was not part of the race. I think he walked there alone. That could be his decision. He walked there alone.
But that has nothing to do with his chances, right?
He's not part of the race.
Everybody knows that.
He's not.
Everybody knows that.
Please, don't count him.
Oh, no. You see, okay, so if you say he's not part of the race, I say he will not be part of the... Because now that there are 7...
He won't get into the 5.
If all of them get to submit the form, we'll go for the selection of the selection.
Mm-hmm.
That selection will take out 5, right?
Yes.
You think he'll make it to the 5?
He won't.
He will not make it.
All of this?
Yeah, because it's quite obvious
There
that...
is time between now and then.
So that who... Okay.
How do you know what he will do or say in that time?
Kojo.
To improve his chances.
Kojo.
How do you know what someone else will do or say in that time to destroy their chances?
We have been around for a very long time.
Very long
politically.
time. And in your very case, for
a very,
centuries.
very, very long time.
To appreciate
very, very long time.
when people want to put themselves up there.
Yes. He was a polling officer in Abraham Lincoln's election.
Yeah.
Look, we've been around enough to know when people want to put their names out there.
Thank you.
And when people are serious about elections. I am telling you that Kojo Poku will not make the top 5.
George Washington's
So would he pay
manager.
the money for the form?
I doubt. He's paid. No, paying money for the form is not the problem.
Yeah.
Filing is the problem. The 300,000 is the problem.
No, so he has paid the 50,000?
Yes.
I see.
But see, people have different reasons.
So what's the motivation, really?
People have different reasons for
How
getting
do you
into
know
politics.
who is funding him?
Yes, I mean, people could fund him to actually add up to the race so it goes into a super delegates contest, actually to make a statement or whatever. But what I'm trying to tell you is that we know those who are going to make it. Already top 3 that will make it, we know. The remaining 2, we're having discussions as to who gets to get into the remaining 2. So, this whole thing about...
Maybe he will pull a surprise, which will be a very strange surprise. But I agree with you, I don't see where it makes sense.
He's a pretender. He's not going to make it.
Winston called his namesake Winston Churchill's election.
That's right, yes.
Well, so...
so those are the stories. But the soldiers Galamsey's clash in Obuasi, and the Anglo-Gold group has been saying that they have not done anything wrong. They have followed the processes. The people are just unwilling to come out. So when they want to come out, then they'll put up a call and say, yes, I want to come out. And I heard the MC, right? The woman say that, because the police is there. When they call, then the police will pick them up, go and take their statements, and they really nicely.
She said something about a gate, that when they call, they open the gate.
They open the gate, yeah.
But they should, why is there a gate? Like, leave it open there.
Oh, it's open, come.
Why do people have to call before they come?
Well, that's because they're not willing to leave there. See, it's almost like a pit, a big pit.
Yeah.
People are hiding in there.
Yes.
They don't want to go and chase them so that we make it look like they are pursuing them.
So my question is, why do they have to call? Just come.
Oh, they have to indicate to the people outside that I'm willing to come. Yeah.
No, because you've been informed now that when you come,
you're
the police
going.
is waiting for you.
Yeah, so they want to make it smooth.
So once you get out, and they've actually closed the illegal entry.
Yeah.
They only have one exit point now.
Yeah.
So when you get out through the exit point, they say, Unia,
yeah.
Because how did you get in there?
Simple mathematics.
So it's a very...
There was a woman who was crying that her husband is growing lean or whatever, and his battery is dead, and she can't. She was in so many tears, and I was thinking, so you should come out there.
You know, one of the things we do in this country, when people are engaged in the wrong things, and we say,
and the worst part, and I heard her say that, should we go and pick up guns?
Indeed, as if the only way they can feed their family is through crime.
You are the
so it's either galamsey or armed robbery.
Yeah, can you believe that?
Those are the two options available to her.
Wow.
Anyway, that's why we asked the question: are there no opportunities in this country?
There are. That man can do something, but he has decided to do the wrong thing. If you tell him, he'll tell you there's no opportunity in this country. Meanwhile, people are doing small-scale mining legally. But he has decided to engage in an illegality.
He's gone into somebody's pit.
And now we'll tell you that intimidating. And that's what we do all the time. You know, and when you get people, they say, well if you arrest us, we won't vote for you. And we're always blackmailing people.
And it becomes the case that politicians are also afraid. So they will pretend to be fighting this when they are really not doing so. We should get to the point where people are told in the face, this is criminal, stop doing it.
Yeah.
And don't pretend that you can use... But how do you blackmail somebody with criminality and create the impression that you are the victim here?
Well, so let's get to the finder for this morning. Achieve 2 million tourist arrivals by 2025, President tasked the ministry. As for the... from the year of return, beyond the return is one thing that we've done very well about. When it comes to that, we've done very well with that. And so today, Ghana has become... a tourist hub, particularly for the Christmas period. We find lots of people from the diaspora getting into the country, people who are willing to come and settle in Ghana. And, people that when you hear from, you're like, don't they know the challenges in this country? There's one thing we've done very well, when it comes to that. So the president is asking that we achieve 2 million tourist arrivals, but we should also begin to promote domestic tourism. I know the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture through the Ghana Tourism Authority is promoting that. That's one of the things that we should do. There are lots of interesting sites in this country that we don't visit.
I was saying that there's an app that shows you all national parks in the U.S. Wherever you happen to be, so you don't have to search very far for it. We can do a similar thing. It doesn't take much to get a gentleman, small tech-savvy person, and with AI evolution, developing an app is a quite simple process. So that somebody, and I had a conversation with people from the Pacific in the U.S. who they know about this Dirty December thing, but they are interested in not coming when there's a huge car in the country. Yes, they are interested in other options. And you could see that they don't think that there are enough information. There is enough information out there for them to get before they come in. So that's something that we can evolve so well.
Yeah.
And if you want to target groups, let's just not let it happen. We should be active and proactive in pushing Ghana in that particular way.
You go to England, you jump in a black cab, and the driver is a tour guide.
Yeah.
He knows everything everywhere and what is happening where and how much everything costs. You go to Malaysia, you find the same thing. A yellow cab driver in New York, same thing. Here in Ghana, jump into a taxi and ask them which tourist attraction in Accra has the shortest queues. What kind of answer do you expect to get? We simply are not making an effort to join up our tourism sector. But once again, I don't want to always be harping on the negatives because, truth be told, as for year of return, they did well. They did well, pa. Their achievement is clear. But you can't waste it. You can't achieve all this and then not know what to do with it. You can't attract all these people and not know what to do with them. That would be a tragedy. Meanwhile, tourism alone could be the one thing that turns our whole economy around. If only somebody takes it seriously. Anyway.
There was a point we said we were promoting funerals.
I heard that one.
It was a very innovative idea.
But
Let's
Nothing.
continue. Dr. Bawumia picks form to contest NPP flag bearership position. It's also here comes with the photographs. You have Fred Owari, Samuel Oku with Dr. Bawumia. Now, the final says 16 dead, 40 others injured in Gomo-Chirikun accident. I think it's less than 16. Yesterday, when we checked, we're told that about 6 people had died and 56 sustained injuries. In all, 62 persons were in the bus. And so that's the situation. The Occupy Ghana pledges support for conduct of public officers bail passage. Great.
Now, seen how the bus looked after the accident?
Yeah. Now, the Daily Statesman reported this morning, Ghana wants peacekeeping to evolve to adequately tackle conflicts. And the Bawumia story is on the front page. Government making tourism forerunner for development. Yes, that's also there. There's a story about GRA busting companies for VAT non-compliance. And that's an interesting story. The GRA will be here this morning, right?
Yes, we'll be here this morning. We're talking about upfront payment of VAT.
And Parliament directs EC to declare Asin North seat vacant.
Yeah. So the NPP is opening nominations today.
Yeah.
It closes nominations tomorrow.
Yeah.
And they'll be electing the parliamentary candidate for the Asin North constituency. I've seen Henry Nana Boache, Nana B, indicating that from Kumewu to Asin North.
Yeah. So they are storming there.
The issue is whether James Jachikwesin would contest. The NEC has indicated that he will be their candidate. I am also told that he may be considering his options.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he does have a big decision to make because he's in court on the criminal matter.
Yes, he's in court.
I mean, he could very well, if we are going by precedent, he could very well be headed to jail. He could be. So, yeah, he does have a very big decision to make. And in fact, his constituents have a big decision to make. If he actually decides to run, they are also going to have to now look at this ballot paper and say, Charlie, this guy, if I choose him, what are the chances that he will actually be able to serve in that role? It's a big decision for him.
And talking about it being a very big decision, look, he probably could decide he doesn't want to contest. Because if he contests, the sympathy votes will be there for him also. Mm-hmm. If he decides not to contest, he could get into a lot of discussions. I don't want to call it political negotiations, but you may be right if you call it that way, political negotiations. And he's gone, okay? He has his freedom from now till 2024, but of course, he's not guilty. He's going through trial.
Yeah.
But I'm sure his lawyers would have a bit of advice for him. Anyway, let's get to our online news review.
Which is brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy.
So looking for a bank that understands you and puts your financial needs first? Don't look too far. Zenith Bank is your bank of choice, and we have products tailor-made for you, whether you're young, old, an entrepreneur, student, salaried worker, a corporate entity, an SME, a pensioner, parent, a Ghanaian resident abroad, or a foreigner resident in Ghana. At Zenith Bank, everyone can bank with us. Join the Zenith family today for an unrivaled banking experience. Talk to us on 0302-680-884 or 0307086370. Email us at info@zenithbank.com.gh. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Now, a very interesting story on myjoyonline.com this morning. Why is the presidency requesting the CVs of senior EC officials? And why does Professor Jampo think there's something wrong with that? All the details in a story which is up right now. Also, the fire in Medina at the Medina Ritz Junction is also our top story this morning. I realized something was going wrong when Selon Brantier posted that he could hear gunfire, quite late in the night. Well, as it turned out, this is what was going on. It's a pity. Yeah, so on citynewsroom.com this morning, you will find a story about the NCA deactivating and removing active unregistered SIM cards from today. And the Jachikwesin debate is also captured there. On CNN this morning, you can learn about how Brazilian indigenous groups are protesting as lawmakers approve a bill to limit the recognition of their ancestral lands. Hey, wahala. Ubiana, no problems. All right, well, shall we quite smoothly slip over to the BBC for today's stories? We're back with more on the Super Morning Show. Stay with us.
for Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
The packaging, plastics, printing, and food processing industries come together at Propack Ghana Exhibition and Conference. From the 6th to the 8th of June 2023, Propack Ghana will provide the perfect platform for you to connect and network with over 2,500 key local and international industry members and visitors, and more than 100 brands showcasing their latest products and services. Venue, Grand Arena, Accra International Conference Center. Find the solutions for your supply chain and meet all the key stakeholders. Visit www.propackghana.com to register today.
I sat up as the pleasant aroma wafted through the cracks in the door and into my living space. Whatever it was, smelled heavenly. I felt my palates open up to receive this very welcome guest. I mean, I had to taste. And as I rolled it around in my mouth, I realized I just loved the texture. And just like that, it was down my throat and giving my body life. I wanted more. Lily Rice does that to me every single time. Thanks, baby, for cooking today.
You're welcome. And as we continue to enjoy our favorite rice, Lily reminds us to observe all COVID-19 safety protocols because COVID-19 is still around. Lily, tasty food, happy family.
This advert is FDA approved.
Mosquitoes come through your door, kill it, will kill them for sure. Hey, kill it, will kill them for sure. Kill it, insecticide spray, kill it, mosquito paw. Anywhere them day, we've got kill it today. Intuntum nentefre, kill it. Wow, kill it. Mosquitoes and insects, kill it. So they come there, yeah. Kill it. Intuntum nentefre, kill it. Wow,
have you heard? Kill It is back and available nationwide at all shopping outlets. Buy what kills mosquitoes, cockroaches, and all flying and crawling insects. Use Kill It Insecticide's strong and long-lasting formula that leaves a lingering sweet aroma. Buy Kill It Insecticide. Todiakum. This product is FDA approved.
This is a bank, First Atlantic Bank, a shining purple star to brighten up my day. First Atlantic Bank, professionally different services all day long. First Atlantic Bank, and it feels so cool. I know this is where I belong. Come on, everybody, this is a bank like no other. First Atlantic Bank, follow me, let's go now. Let's go, let's bank. This is a bank like no other. Let's bank. This is a bank like no other. Let's bank. This is a bank like no other. First Atlantic Bank.
First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different.
In shaping the continent's future. More of that with me, Peter McJob.
Next, it's Hard Talk. This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
Are you looking for a new way to revise for your WASI? Then Joy Learning has everything you need in place. Yes, we are back with the 2023 revision show for SHS 3 learners. Don't worry, your favorite question of the day section wasn't left out. And you can engage with your facilitators during live TV lessons, ask questions, and get real-time feedback in the comfort of your own space. The 2023 revision show for SHS learners shows every Monday to Friday at 7:30 p.m. right here on Joy Learning. Joy Learning. Learning is so fun. Joy Learning. Keep learning.
The most exciting, entertaining, and competitive cookery show. Big Chef Tertiary Edition coming soon.
Are you looking for a new way to revise for your WASI? Then Joy Learning has everything you need in place. Yes, we are back with the 2023 revision show for SHS 3 learners. Don't worry, your favorite question of the day section wasn't left out. And you can engage with your facilitators during live TV lessons, ask questions, and get real-time feedback in the comfort of your own space. The 2023 revision show for SHS learners shows every Monday to Friday at 7:30 p.m. right here on Joy Learning. Joy Learning. Learning is so fun. Joy Learning. Keep learning.
The most exciting, entertaining, and competitive cookery show. Big Chef Tertiary Edition coming soon.
It's Black Sheriff KK Rasta in the building. 10th June, rep your Jesse. It's live. Rasta's active everywhere, every corner of that venue. You understand? Blessings. Pull up with your people, with your mommy, your papi, your sister, your cousin. Everybody pull up. Blessings.
Hi guys, my name is Rosalie Fairley and I work on Joy Prime Television. On the 10th of June, we are all meeting at the Aviation Social Center for Rep Your Jersey. Nice hits of Rep Your Jersey. We are back again. Which team do you support? Do you support Man City or you support Inter Milan? Well, I am for Man City, and so I say go Man City. Let's meet there and support our favorite teams. It's on the 10th of June. Don't miss out. I hope to see you. Bye.
It's Black Sheriff KK Rasta in the building. 10th June, rep your Jesse. It's live. Rasta's active everywhere, every corner of that venue. You understand? Blessings. Pull up with your people, with your mommy, your papi, your sister, your cousin. Everybody pull up. Blessings.
Hi guys, my name is Rosalie Fairley and I work on Joy Prime Television. On the 10th of June, we are all meeting at the Aviation Social Center for Rep Your Jersey. Nice hits of Rep Your Jersey. We are back again. Which team do you support? Do you support Man City or you support Inter Milan? Well, I am for Man City, and so I say go Man City. Let's meet there and support our favorite teams. It's on the 10th of June. Don't miss out. I hope to see you. Bye.
I love Tarifono, Rap Your Jesse, DJ Slim Rapper Live, on the 10th of June. If I come to action song striker. Bantama Lukaku.
Hey, what's up, my people? It's your boy Vanilla, aka Lala. And on the 10th of June, I'll be live and representing skillfully on the pitches, at the Hits Rep Your Jersey 23. Charlie, it's the biggest sports outdoor event happening this year. And I can't wait to be present to show you my skills, Charlie. I want to see all my people there. Come, let's show ourselves something. You understand? Don't be left out. It's free. I want to see you there. Sharp.
Yo, welcome my people. This your boy Kwame Yesu, Charlie. On the 10th of June, it's all about the Hits Rep Your Jersey. Charlie, they pull up with the whole gang. Make sure you come through. Come support your team. Biggest.
It's Black Sheriff KK Rasta in the building. 10th June, Rep Your Jesse. It's live. Rastas active everywhere, every corner of that venue. You understand? Blessings. Pull up with your people, with your mommy, your papi, your sister, your cousin. Everybody pull up. Blessings.
Hi guys, my name is Roslyn Fairley and I work on Joy Prime Television. On the 10th of June, we are all meeting at the Aviation Social Center for Rep Your Jersey. Nice hits of Rep Your Jersey. We are back again. Which team do you support? Do you support Man City or you support Inter Milan? Well, I am for Man City, and so I say go Man City. Let's meet there and support our favorite teams. It's on the 10th of June. Don't miss out. I hope to see you. Bye.
one thing you cannot do on a road covered with potholes, speeding.
It's a serious risk.
Yes, indeed. But big tune by one of Raymond's favorites, Rick Ross, Ricky Rose, and R. Kelly. Yeah, speeding. We are speeding through a very, very interesting show today because there's a lot to talk about. The hashtag GH Potholes was launched yesterday as part of the Ghana Pothole Exhibition. It's a joint news initiative. It's just another way of paying attention to a very serious problem, but with a twist. So we've started putting together some rather interesting reports pointing out the satirical ridiculousness, the farcical, nonsensical pointlessness of potholes.
Like at some point, you have to take your time.
Yeah, I have to breathe.
Yeah. You have to create a pothole in your mind and in your mouth.
And then slow down as I drive through it.
You navigate it properly. Meander your way around
Potholes can
it.
be very useful.
One of those instances. They say traffic lights could help you when, Winston, you are in a position to identify a very important person or object by the roadside. Potholes play a similar role. So this is a second relevant use of potholes, but all those are quite infinitesimal when it comes to the dangers that they pose to everybody and to even the strength of the road itself. And for all the things we have gotten to know in this country, we should by now fix some of the problems and get used to it. You know, when I hear assemblies, right, I really take them for granted. When they come and write on walls, your building, you don't have permit to do this and that, and they say the assemblies on. You know, they never consider the potholes in front of those buildings which are being constructed.
No.
You get the point, right? I've never seen them come and say this pothole is under construction. So don't touch it. Make sure we will deal with it within the space that we want. But they are quick to identify things that will give them money, that will make them corrupt, that will make them, of course, rake in money indirectly from virtually every quarter. Today, you should be bold enough as a citizen to walk into that office in your assembly and say, big man, you are failing. You are not doing your job properly. You have no business coming to work today because the big job is out there. The job is for you to fix on the ground. But you are pretending that you can do the job inside here with no real effect on the people that you are supposed to be serving. And as the month comes to an end today, some people will be paid. Some people have already been paid. You should never be excited being paid for something that you have not worked for.
You know, we say that money is earned.
Yeah.
Right. So I ask myself the simple question. And, you know, we've had a lot of conversations about property taxes or property rates. And the fact that we don't, these days, so we've gone around the country and I've actually looked at the houses again and I've come up with new rates. Imagine living in these areas. If you live in my area where your roads are in a deplorable state, now the potholes have become gullies and now when it rains you can't even use the road. You have an MCE who would go and engage in saw-pitting on a part of the road and have banners thanking the MCE for doing something. You see, in a part of the world when people do what is expected of them, they say thank me, but for me you wouldn't have had it. Now, ask yourself that simple question. Why would you expect me to pay rates when that is the kind of area I live?
Yeah.
Why would you expect me to pay property rates, property taxes to you when my roads are in a deplorable state? Why would you expect me to pay property taxes to you when I have to drive through potholes and go and repair my vehicle every month? We're giving vehicles that my vehicle, after about 20,000 kilometers, a new vehicle, the shocks gone.
Yeah.
Shocks gone.
Brand new car.
And
it's not just yours, all of them.
Shocks gone. You know, and when I went to check for the price of a shock, I was shocked.
Certainly.
Because then I'm told, this is your vehicle. Front shock alone is 10,000.
Razzie.
Front shock, 10,000. Back, 10,000. Now, listen to this. If I have to pay all of these monies, just because of the poor nature of the roads that we travel on, and this is the same country where we talked about opening the country. How do you open countries? Do you open country with poor roads? Is that how you open a country?
And let me tell you what's painful. That 10,000 that you have to pay for your shocks, you've already paid for the pothole to be filled.
Yeah.
You've already paid.
At any material time, you are paying for it. It used to be through the road toll. Now it's through e-levy. You are paying for it. There ought not be a pothole. You are not only paying for the pothole to be fixed, you are paying the guy who is supposed to fix it.
Yeah.
And there's one guy in every district, every local authority. There's one guy. He gets a salary every month,
and he has a boss too. So the boss, if your employee is not working, what can't you see?
And
Don't you have eyes?
And you see, Raymond, in other jurisdictions where they are serious about the development of their communities, when they spot a pothole, immediately, the engineering department would come. They would wait at midnight. After midnight.
I've seen some with my own eyes.
Oh, I've seen. So, you know, those days that we used to like partying and all of that when we were very young. When
that
you
was not the reason I saw mine, but that's fine.
In the 1800s.
Yes.
You know, when you were going, you probably would see these people fixing the potholes. They will fix it. You know, they'll cordon off that place.
One traffic light here, the other traffic light there.
Fix it,
ones.
and then move away. It is done, and you wouldn't see anything. And you see, technology is such that today, and we even do it here, when it's time for elections, we're able to fix roads that are used the same day.
That's true.
That's
So
technology.
it's possible, actually.
It is possible, but the problem is that we just don't care.
Yeah. Private interest over public good.
Yeah.
So they'll fix it if they have a private interest in having the road fixed.
And
but
you
not
see,
for the public good.
Kojo, the other point, one of the things that drivers consistently say contribute to the high cost of operation. They say, my car, there are a lot of potholes. The roads are very terrible. So I have to always be buying fresh, what they call it, spare parts. Spare parts are expensive. They are imported to the country. It's been affected by exchange rate. So when they are computing how much road users should pay as church offers or whatever, they add it to it.
Indeed.
So apart from directly being a nuisance on the road, it's also part of the reasons we almost have transportation having an inflation going up consistently.
Precisely.
So we lose on both ends. So if you think that merely because you're in the church or you don't care and it's not your car, you are paying more because of the situation there.
You better care. Look, we are going to start doing, as part of the portal exhibition, we're going to start naming potholes after public figures who were supposed to fix them. Memorial potholes. Look out for those.
Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Wake up to the super morning show. Yeah, wake up to joy in the morning. Yeah, if you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning on the super morning show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
Now, some people spend their lives trying to be rich. Others are born that way, not because of what they have, but because of where they come from. Choose the fresh mineral water that is made naturally rich by the same African soil that made you. Voltic. Own your richness.
And a poorly maintained car engine can age faster, and that's why we offer specially formulated quartz engine oil with age resistance technology. It's a breakthrough innovation that ensures optimal performance for your engine and improves protection against mechanical wear by up to 74%, even under extreme temperatures and pressure. Choosing quartz from Total Energies is choosing the engine oil that keeps your engine running efficiently and effectively. Quartz, keep your engine younger for longer.
So what's it going to be? Business, Infinite, Addition, or Classic? The fantastic 4 Republic Bank Visa credit cards will take you beyond Easter. Enjoy great discounts from their partner merchants, cashback rewards, global concierge services, access to over 1 million ATMs across the world on the regular. A 2-day staycation at Aqua Safari and loads of other prizes await you in the Republic Bank Tap for Easter and Beyond credit card promotion. Use your Republic Bank Visa credit cards for all payments. Live the soft life because they've got you. New card holders are welcome. Promo ends on the 5th of June 2023, so Charlie, cash in. The promo is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
And there are levels to headaches. But the worst kind of headache is when someone buys an item from your shop, sends you mobile money, leaves your shop, and you still don't have any notification of the cash hitting your account. Charlie, that kind of a feeling, it'll be easy. Well, you can avoid that with BluePay because BluePay allows you to receive cash instantly from your customers. You only dial their phone numbers and the amount they owe. They'll receive the BluePay prompt on their phones to enter their PIN. Now, Nawaji will do. Or your customers can slot their bank cards into your BluePay POS, enter their PIN. Nawaji will do. For BluePay, J will do with no e-levy charges. For BluePay, J will do with no e-levy charges. Call or WhatsApp 0547220200. Visit bluepay.com.gh. Blue spelled B-L-U without an E. Register and get BluePay for your business. BluePay, never miss a sale.
Now, are you thinking about getting that project started, or perhaps paying that rent, those fees, or, paying off that loan and getting a new one at a cheaper rate? Well, First Atlantic Bank says don't worry about it anymore. Their payroll loan is your solution. As long as you're a government worker whose salary is paid by the Controller and Accountant General's Department, you can apply for a loan of up to 150,000 Ghana cedis for all of your pressing needs. Wait no longer. Visit any First Atlantic Bank branch near you today, or dial *442*30# to apply and enjoy the lowest rates. Terms and conditions apply. First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different.
And the Registrar of Companies is inviting all registered professional bodies in Ghana to an important meeting to discuss new developments relating to the registration and regulation of their professional bodies per the Professional Bodies Act 1973 and CRD 143. Now, date is the 7th of June 2023. That's 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Venue, Nathan Kwa Auditorium, Closac Building, Ministries Enclave, Accra. All registered professional bodies are entreated to attend this important meeting in the interest of the operations and supervision. All professional bodies are to present 2 representatives, preferably the President and Secretary, for the meeting. Please note that the Registrar of Companies will presume any professional body not in attendance as having ceased operations. Kindly contact Nicholas Obengchum, Public Relations Unit, on 0546 594859 or 0302 666081 to confirm your participation by June 6th, 2023. Please see Daily Graphic. That's the 30th May publication, page 8 for invited professional bodies. ORC, here to serve.
Now, Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited is still your #1 supplier of quality office essentials, equipment, and furniture, all at affordable prices. And they are really excited about their website, kingdomstoreonline.com. You should be too, because that's where you can pay for whatever you buy from them via Momo across all networks, and then just wait as they deliver to your home or office in very good time as well. If you're in Accra or Tema, you also get free delivery. Terms and conditions apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
So times are hard, and one thing on everybody's mind these days is cash. Sika. So whether it's cash to pay the bills or for the kids' school fees, your home improvement, all your building projects, Societe Generale Ghana has got your back. The bank has launched the biggest loans campaign of the year, the Yatisu Loans promo. SG Ghana is offering amazingly discounted interest rates on its loans. Both customers and non-customers, including staff on the Controller and Accountant General's payroll, can enjoy access to heavily discounted loan rates. Yes, they say nowhere cool, but SG Ghana is here to lighten your financial burdens. Get a loan now by visiting any of the bank's 42 network outlets or call our call center on 0302-214-314 today. As always, terms and conditions apply. Remember, promo ends on the 7th of August 2023. Societe Generale Ghana, the future is you.
All right, now it's time for the nutrition line from Nestle. They're back, and they offer good food for a good life.
Are you ready to wake up the champion in your child today? That's right. Don't just wake up your child, help wake up the champion in them with energy from Milo and Active Go and other foods. Your child needs all the help they can get as they go through their daily activities. Milo with Active Go contains the natural goodness of malt, milk, and cocoa, and is a source of vitamins B2, B3, B6, B12, C, and D, and minerals like iron, calcium, and phosphorus. Energize them with a nourishing cup of Milo every day. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
This is Nestle Nutrition Line. Nestle Nutrition Line is a public service program from Nestle Ghana Limited. Nestle Nutrition Line offers tips on good food for a good life. Now to your presenter.
Hello, we're here. It's time for health and wellness. This is the sweetest corner of the day, Nestle Nutrition Line. I'm Jackie Ankra, also known as Na Ajelisua. Good morning. How are you feeling? How is life treating you? I hope you're doing amazing things with your life, showing the world how great you are. On today's edition, we're talking about magnesium. Magnesium is an essential mineral that is needed for many bodily functions. It is involved in many enzyme reactions in the body, and it is important for muscle and nerve function, blood sugar control, and bone health. Magnesium is found in many foods, including dark leafy green vegetables, nuts and seeds, whole grains, legumes, dairy products, and fatty fish such as salmon and tuna. Magnesium deficiency is not common, and it can lead to a variety of health problems, including muscle cramps, anxiety, depression, trouble sleeping, and many other chronic diseases. In conclusion, magnesium is an important nutrient that is needed for good health. It is important to get enough magnesium from your diet. If you're not sure whether you're getting enough magnesium, talk to your doctor or dietitian. In the meantime, keeping in touch, staying in touch, keeping the conversations going about total health and wellness is what we would like. So do please reach out. We're only a phone call away, and your feedback is precious. So let's find out ways in which we can make the health and wellness journey so much more fun. 0302 517 020 or 0302 211 880. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Toll free 0800 120001. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to midnight. Weekends and holidays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you would prefer to WhatsApp, SMS or call between the hours of 8 a.m. and 8 p.m., try these numbers, please. 0593 845697, 0593 845649, or 0593 845708. If you prefer, you can send an email to consumerservices@gh.nestle.com. As you go about your duties for today, remember there are people who are proud of you, who wish you well, who are waiting to see you succeed. Don't let them down. Do your best, your very best. Have a great day. Bye.
Are you ready to wake up the champion in your child today? That's right. Don't just wake up your child, help wake up the champion in them with energy from Milo and Active Go and other foods. Your child needs all the help they can get as they go through their daily activities. Milo with Active Go contains the natural goodness of malt, milk, and cocoa, and is a source of vitamins B2, B3, B6, B12, C, and D, and minerals like iron, calcium, and phosphorus. Energize them with a nourishing cup of Milo every day. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
Imagine strutting into the most anticipated wedding of the year, only to see 7 other girls wearing your exact same outfit.
You are special and one of a kind, and that's why whether it's voice, data, or SMS, you get to enjoy personalized offers tailored to your specific needs with MTN Just For You. Dial *141# or select your options on the My MTN app to redeem your unique Just For You package on Ghana's best mobile network. MTN.
Have you ever thought of the one that makes you complete? An escape from the clutches of interest charges. With the Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards, payments are completed at the speed of light, intertwined with interest earning accounts. You also get unbelievable rewards every time you swipe. You have access to over 1,200 airport lounges worldwide, high credit limits of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis, and up to 50 days interest-free with our credit cards. You also get to enjoy full multi-trip travel insurance for 90 days. Fees discounted at your feet with our globally partnered merchant points. Bills are always settled, not battled. Get the Standard Chartered debit and credit card now. Call toll-free on 0800 740 100 or 0302 740 40100 or reach us via email on feedback.ghana@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
1xBet Jackpot is here with weekly massive prizes up for grabs. All you have to do is place your bets on any sports game and stand a chance to win. Simply register at 1xbet.com.gh. Use promo code JackpotGhana and place your bets. 1xBet is your key to great victories. Feel like a winner. 1xBet.
Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for person under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
Kickstart your day the safe and right way with a freshly brewed cup of piping hot coffee from Shell Bakery or Vida E-Cafe. Reconnect and catch up with friends and unwind over cheesy burger goodness during your lunch break at Burger King. Relax this evening with drinks and meals at Honeysuckle and Starbites.
Relax and enjoy the perfect weekend plan filled with fun, food, and family at KFC, Burger King, or Starbites.
Refuel your energy at Shell and let your adventure drive you on this road trip.
Take a break at any of our Shell stations and enjoy any of these great offers from our partner restaurants. Shell, go well.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
The song is nice, so sometimes I just wanted to play small.
Why not?
All right, the birthday messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by
MTN.
Everywhere you go. Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, strong as a group, as close as a partner. And Niche Confectionery, Niche Chocolate Drink, is made with Ghana's finest wholesome cocoa. Niche chocolate is full of delicious goodness. It's enriched with vitamins and minerals. Niche, taste of Ghana. So help me God. All right,
well, let me see. I think I'll start. Today is the birthday of the Executive Secretary of Grader, Samuel Ameganyibo.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it's Samuel Ameganyibo's birthday today. So happy birthday to you, Samuel Ameganyibo. And it's from your wife, Ruth Dubia Ameganyibo, your children, Rosalinda, Anaya, and Samuela to you. And they say they love you so much.
Oh,
also, it's a happy blessed birthday to Kojo Benchenchil from your Fanspin mates to you. And happy chaotic birthday to Efwa Bediakon, the CEO of Honeycomb Treats. We wish you all the best on this special day, and may you live to be 99.7 and more. Also, happy birthday to Emmanuel Nyonyo Boni of Queen's Court School, Tema West, Ajay Kojo. Emmanuel Nyonyo Boni, happy birthday to you. And it's from your father, Wisdom Boni, and the rest of the family. A blessed, happy 9th birthday to our daughter, Dioneta Akon Tieku. We ask for God's continuous blessing, constant protection, divine wisdom, good health, and uncommon intelligence for you. Is from Pastor and Mrs. Obing Tieku in Koforidia. And finally, happy birthday to Apostle Christian Hansen of Born to Win Mandate and Fountain Gate Chapel, Ankafo, wishing you more grace, oil, and favor in your ministry to the youth. And it's from Auntie Ajwa Amatego.
All right, let me start. This one says, very few people meet their soulmates. I count myself among such few people. I hope this year brings you as much joy and happiness as you have brought and continue to bring into our home. Happy birthday, Asantoa, is from Cecil and Nashida. Celebrating your birthday today. That's nice. All right, let's see who else is on the board. This one says, happy birthday to Jijom Atoklu from the entire family, including your Sena Atoklu. Your Sena Atoklu. All right. Okay.
Say after me. Jijom.
Jijom, not Jijom. Jijom. Thank you. What does it mean?
I don't know.
Okay. All right, belated happy 74th birthday to Mr. Victor Atokolo from all your children and the entire family. Belated happy birthday also to Samira Abdullahi of ADB, I think it is, Cash and Transit Department. You celebrated your birthday on Sunday, and it's from Razak at Bank of Ghana. Wonderful birthday to Harriet Ousubuahima, such an amazing and outstanding person. God bless you. It's from Obed Arthur. Belated happy birthday to Abigail Fenuku of the Church of Pentecost. Yesterday was your birthday. Belated happy birthday to our truly magnificent commander, King A. Nawai of the Operation Calm Life. Your leadership is second to none. Very inspirational. May God bless you. It's from your command. Also, happy birthday to Mr. Jerisoa Ajete of NSB at Laboni. It's from your darling wife, Evelyn, your girls, Jessica, Jasmine, and Jacqueline Ajete. You got more?
Yes, there's a happy birthday to Christiana Tichi, who's head of Audit Central University. So happy birthday to you, and it's from the New Drubbing and IPS crew. I think I know where this is coming from.
Okay, all right.
The New Drubbing and IPS crew too.
Happy birthday to Rush Popo, Citizen Sika and Tobre, Nana Ukubekwe, Esibra Aqua, Dio Jonie, Priscilla Obapa, Asante Bamfo, Jeffrey. It's Jeffrey Atasono's birthday. Loretta Safwa Buedu is also celebrating her birthday today. Happy birthday, Loretta. The Joy Sports Center is brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go, Standard Chartered Bank,
here for good.
Allianz Life Insurance,
we secure your future.
And 1xBet, your reliable bookmaker.
Well, let me just tell you that, look, Allianz Life Insurance says, happy 5th anniversary to us and our cherished customers. It's been an honor to have served you relevant insurance products over these years. Thank you for your loyalty and for entrusting us with what matters most to you, your life. Beg your pardon. As we continue on the next chapter of our partnership, may we continue to thrive, innovate, and inspire you. Here's to 5 incredible years and many more to come. Join the over 100 million customers around the world securing their future with a dependable partner. Call us on 0308-249-090. Allianz Life, we secure your future.
Now, MTN says, today is the last day by which you can register your SIM card, because the National Communication Authority says all unregistered phone numbers will be disconnected permanently by the end of today. Complete your registration at any MTN service center to avoid disconnection permanently and stay connected everywhere you go.
So my other brothers and sisters say that I should explain Jejom to you.
Okay.
I decided not to explain because I've told you that not every other name could be simply interpreted. Jejom simply means I'm happy.
Okay.
The reason I didn't explain was because I want you to desist from always asking for every.
I will always ask.
Don't.
Whether you give me the answer or not, I will ask.
Because not every other name.
You alone, you want to know the language.
Easily.
Alone, you want to know.
No easy interpretation.
So some of the names you probably may
don't
not
assume, right?
We don't only do the easy things.
Some of the names you may not know the meaning. Okay?
Yeah, but if you don't know, say you don't know. That's okay.
So that's why I'm telling you that. I didn't want to.
You wrongly misinterpreted the name.
So Jejom means
I'm happy.
I'm happy.
Jejom.
Jejom. That's nice.
Jijo is happiness. Jejom. So
okay.
You should be able to understand that. Anyway, but you lead a corporate business, a global subsidiary, or run the affairs of a small or medium enterprise. As a key decision maker in your business, we know that you want to make payments seamlessly and access real-time transaction data. So whether you're at work or on the go, Standard Chartered provides the digital key to help unlock your business potential. Now, that key is Straight to Bank, a single access end-to-end digital platform that helps you to manage the needs of your business on the go. View transactions, pay your business partners, and government institutions through the Ghana.gov. Facilitate real-time payments and collections with the latest encryption technology and security. Elevate your banking experience today with Straight to Bank, award-winning digital banking platform powering payroll, cash management, trade, and securities. You can always bank on us. Kindly email premierservice.gh@sc.com to sign up today.
Now, one of the world's largest betting companies, 1xBet, is always looking for new ways to reward its players and deliver new promotions to engage as many customers as possible. This time, the bookmaker launched the Jackpot of the Week promotion, allowing registered players to enjoy the chance of having a share of the weekly jackpot amount. All the terms and conditions are available on the promotional page. Give your luck a chance. Sign up with 1xBet today and use the promo code GHJackpot to retrieve and receive an incredible 300% bonus of up to 2,650 Ghana cedis. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's right.
What's
AKA
happening?
All good.
Have you signed any players? Or you are still...
Actually, yes.
Oh, you signed one already? Chelsea. Which one is that? Who's that?
Please, if you can, I'm going to find out. I have it for my listeners. Anyway, tonight is also Europa League.
Yes, like a word translation, you will not always answer the question.
Tonight is Europa League final.
Please, yes, it's Europa League final.
Mourinho.
It's Europa League final.
Mourinho
has won it already. You wasted. You like running your mouth.
But everything I say comes to pass.
You like running your mouth. Thank you. Good morning, all of you. Welcome aboard to the Joy Sports Centre with me, Fentio Tahiru Fentio. It's a full house for next season's Ghana Premier League. Yes, excitement all around Bofokwa as the club returns to Ghana's top flight after 16 years. There's reaction from the Accra Sports Stadium where they beat Techiman 11 Wonders in the Division 1 League playoff final. But there's only one place to begin this morning. That's right, and the Black Stars, they will face up with the USA on October 17 in an international friendly, 4 months after their penultimate AFCON qualifier against Madagascar. It's a timeline Brighton and Hove Albion defender Tariq Lamptey will be targeting after missing out on Ghana's latest squad. The 22-year-old pulled out of the Black Stars team in March due to injuries he's been battling this season. He's yet to play a game for Brighton since the first week of March, explaining his exemption from the newest team. However, he's hopeful the AFCON qualification, Ghana can get that over the line.
Yeah, I'm just working hard to get back to full fitness, and hopefully I can help the boys. But good luck to them in the next few games.
That's Chris Hughton's defender, Tariq Lamptey. They played under him at Brighton. Hughton is now in charge of the Black Stars, of course. He's named the 24-man squad for next month's 2023 AFCON qualifiers. That has seen the return of the duo Kwesi Ochre-Wright and defender Ali Duseidu. The core of Dede and Jordan Ayew, Thomas Partey and Mohamed Kudus remain in the team. Mohamed Salisu and Baba Rahman miss out due to injuries. 19-year-old winger Ernest Nuama could make his debut when Ghana faces off with Madagascar on 18th June for a place in next year's Africa Cup of Nations. Also missing in the squad is Antoine Semenyo, who has sustained an injury. There's no place for Kamal Sowa in the team either. The Black Stars will open camp on June 12 here in Accra. Speaking of national teams, the Black Queens, they have been paired with Guinea in the first round of the Paris Olympic Football Tournament qualifiers. CAF revealed the roadmap and the drawing of lots for the first round yesterday, which will see the Queens play 4 rounds of qualifiers in the road to Paris. Ghana will first travel to Guinea before hosting their West African counterparts in the return leg, with the winner of the 2-legged tie set to face the winner of the game between Guinea-Bissau and Benin in the second round. The Black Queens have never qualified for the Olympic Games and have failed to qualify for the last 2 Women's Africa Cup of Nations tournaments. Meanwhile, the Black Princesses have no such problems. They are making steady progress in the journey to qualify for the Under-20 Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Later today, they face Burkina Faso in the semi-finals of the WAFU Zone B tournament in Kumasi. Yusuf Bazigi is the Princesses' head coach, and he's promising superlative football from his girls.
Yeah, I would say that we did a lot of rehearsal in the team shaping in terms of how to play them, because we have a fair idea of how they play. So we rehearse on that with our team shaping. And I would say that the response has been very good. I'm just hoping that they replicate the last session in the game, which Ghanaians will enjoy so much.
That's Yusuf Bazigi there. The game kicks off at 3 p.m. at the Baba Yara Stadium in Kumasi. Let's stick with women's football because the GFA Disciplinary Committee has invited Hazakis Ladies FC and Ampem Dakwa Ladies to its next sitting tomorrow. The hearing is in relation to Hazakis Ladies' protest against Ampem Dakwa on the qualification of Latifa Abesik, who played in the Women's Premier League final match, which Ampem Dakwa won on penalties. Hazakis filed a protest against Ampem Dakwa for fielding an unqualified player in the said game. The GFA Disciplinary Committee has decided to invite all parties, as well as the player, to assist in the committee's investigations into the matter, with a decision expected after Thursday's meeting.
Mr. Speaker, some stadia across the country were renovated in 2021 and at various stages of completion as follows. Accra Sports Stadium, 98%, Phase 1 of Baba Yara Stadium, 98%, Esipon Stadium, 90% complete.
So that was the Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta in Parliament in 2021 reporting that rehabilitation works on the Esipon Stadium was 90% complete. But it turns out to be incorrect, as Ghanaians in very close proximity to the stadium lashed out at Ofori-Atta's claims. Now, as Joy News' Samuel Brace visited the facility, which has been abandoned for years.
2 years after the pronouncement, I have come here today to see if anything has changed. What I see is nothing more than an eyesore. Outside, I noticed that some of the ceilings had completely been ripped off. The few pieces of wood and patches of ceiling that remain are falling off. The state of the restrooms is deteriorating. Nothing appeared to indicate a well-maintained stadium. To put it simply, the entire place is in shambles. Stephen Kwame Yeboah is a sports journalist here in the Western region.
We hosted the tournament in 2008, and from 2009 to 2019, that was when the then sports minister, Honorable Isaac Esiama, came to Sekondi to do inspection of the facility. He even reiterated that they have a budget allocation for the renovation work and it was going to be done in phases. So we were all of the assurance that, as he said, that the facility was built by the MPP government and they went to opposition and they are back. Once they are back in power, he will make sure that the facility is fixed. And from 2019 to 2021, that was November 2021, that was when the finance minister said that the renovation works at the Sekondi Sports Stadium was 90% complete. And to some of us, it came as a surprise because it's been a place that we visit regularly to find out what was really going on. And I remember the MP for Escado even came up to challenge them that, to his knowledge, he thinks that the facility is not up to 90%.
To Stephen Kwame Yeboah.
All right, so in 2021, of course, Joy Sports visited the facility after Ken Ofori-Atta's claims, where we uncovered the mistruth, of course. So 2 years down the line, no efforts have been taken to prevent the wasting away of a national investment. So why is the government not motivated enough to refurbish the facility? Benjamin Abuaji is a sports journalist with Sky Power FM in Takoradi, and he seems to have the answers.
What they told me was that the contractor left. I went there, I think, last 3 weeks or so. The contractor left because money was not coming. And if money is not coming, I think he uses materials and stuff for the project. You will ask yourself, sir, okay, so if the government renovates it, what will it be used for? Because now in Western region, the things that can conjure that numbers to the stadium, because now if you rent a Esipon Sports Stadium, NSA will not charge you not less than, let's say, 2,000. So you ask yourself, can this Division 1 teams pay 2,000? If they can't, nothing motivates the government to, because after motivating it, we have to maintain the stadium.
Interesting thoughts from Benjamin Abuaji there on why the secondary sports stadium is not being renovated all these years. Well, for Brona Hafu region, they don't have any problems with clubs playing in the top division. In fact, they have a new one. Yes, Premier League football returns to Tano Bafokwa. They secured a 7-6 penalty shootout win over Techiman 11 Wonders to close curtains on a 16-year absence from the Ghanaian top flight. We sent our reporter Arak Musbao to the game.
They joined Pando Hearts of Lions and Nations FC to qualify for the Ghana Premier League come next season. It was a grueling 90 minutes of football action. They took the lead in the first half, but Techiman 11 Wonders equalized. 1 minute into the second half, they equalized and the game traveled for 90 minutes. Tano Bafokwa, they dominated the game. They had the better of the chances, hitting the post about twice in the game. Scored 2 goals, which were all flagged for offside, but they kept the fight on into extra time. They could not find a goal, but on penalties, they managed to do what was necessary. They are winners of the Division 1, Zone 1 of the Ghana second tier, and they'll be playing in the Ghana Premier League come next season.
That's Musbao. He wasn't even involved emotionally, but he struggled to put words together. How about the head coach of Bafokwa, Hussein Abubakari?
Yeah, I can't describe the feeling. I'm very, very pleased. I'm very, very happy. In a game situation, anything can happen. So we map strategy and contain them. We score goals, but referee disallow the goals. But we know anything can happen. So we rehearsed the penalty on yesterday. So I tell them how to play. So.
All right, so that's the head coach of Bafokwa there, Hussein Abubakari. So welcome to the Premier League, Tano Bafokwa or Bafokwa Tano. Amazing stuff for BA. They have now, 5 Premier League teams? It's unbelievable. But before we go, the Europa League final is later tonight in Budapest. Jose Mourinho has led Roma to back-to-back European finals. They face off with Sevilla, a team that has won, that has made this competition, the Europa League, basically its own competition.
Working hard. Motivating players to work hard, believing, never give up, even in the difficult moments, and thinking always that what happened before is history, and if you want to be in football, you have to be always with the same ambition as they won. So we enjoy, we fight, we work, we go, and we want to play that final Wednesday.
That's Jose Mourinho there. Sevilla are the landlords of the Europa League.
They will lose tonight. You see, you remember 2003.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
What happened in 2003 in that UEFA Cup final? Jose Mourinho took Porto to that final and won it.
I see.
And in 2004, he took Porto to the Champions League final and still won it. Against Monaco in 2004, he won it. He's going to do the same thing with AS Roma. He will beat Sevilla.
6 of the last 9 Europa League titles have been won by teams from Spain. Now, out of those 6, Sevilla alone have won 4.
It doesn't
and
matter.
the other 2 being Atletico Madrid and Villarreal. So Spanish teams are so used to winning.
They are going to lose tonight.
They are so used to winning. But Winston, listen to this. I'm sure you have streamed a football game before because you've been outside of the office and you're struggling to really get in front of a TV. And one of those websites that was very, very popular was HESGO. And every football fan knows that website because we use it to stream matches. Now listen to this. 5 men who illegally streamed Premier League football matches to tens of thousands of people have been jailed. Now the gang sold cut price £10 a month subscriptions, bragging they made money showing games not otherwise available to watch live in the UK because of blackout broadcasting rules. And one of those people happens to work for HESGO. So the operators of HESGO have now been jailed several years for illegally streaming matches there. So if you go there, you realize that the website is down.
It has to be down. It has to be down. 30 years.
30 years.
Fentio will be here tomorrow after Jose Mourinho. I mean, he's currently the best manager. Currently.
Okay.
Even though when he was United manager,
done.
I wanted him fired.
Well done.
Thank you very much for joining us with the latest in the world of sports. But let's get interactive here on the Super Morning Show. And today our focus is on the potholes, the GH Potholes exhibition. Use the hashtag JoySMS. Social media messages brought to us by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, Ghana AIDS Commission. Test to know your HIV status and take steps to protect your health. Number 10, liver salt, a refreshing relief, and GTP lifestyle. So, do you receive your salary in an account that gives you more, or is your salary in the right account? No worries, we're here to help you. Just open an EcoBank salary account and enjoy amazing benefits like free life insurance, which provides cover for death, permanent disability, critical illness, hospitalization, temporary disability, and retrenchment. With the EcoBank salary account, you can enjoy the ability to save as you spend, free debit card access to loans, and a lot more. And the best part is you stand a chance to win, to double your salary in the EcoBank Double Salary Promo Reloaded. So open an EcoBank salary account and enjoy all these benefits that come with it. For enquiries on the EcoBank Double Salary Promotion Reloaded and the EcoBank Salary account, call EcoBank toll-free on 0800 003 225. But please note that EcoBank will never call you for your Ghana card information or mobile app PIN or ask you to pay money before your account is credited as a winner in this promotion. The only call you'll receive is to inform you that you've won in this promotion and that your account has been credited. You are not required to pay money in this promotion to receive your prize. When in doubt, visit any of our branches. Terms and conditions apply. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. Stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hashtag GH Potholes was launched yesterday as part of the Ghana Pothole Exhibition. It's a Joy News initiative. It's just another way of paying attention to a very serious problem, but with a twist. So we've started putting together some rather interesting reports pointing out the satirical ridiculousness, the farcical, nonsensical pointlessness of potholes.
Like, at some point, you have to take your time.
Yeah, I have to breathe.
Yeah. You have to create a pothole in your mind and in your mouth.
And then slow down as I drive through it.
You navigate it properly. Meander your way around it.
Potholes can be very useful.
One of those instances. They say traffic lights could help you when, Winston, you are in a position to identify a very important person or object by the roadside. Potholes play a similar role. So this is a second relevant use of potholes, but all those are quite infinitesimal when it comes to the dangers that they pose to everybody and to even the strength of the road itself. And for all the things we have gotten to know in this country, we should by now fix some of the problems and get used to it. You know, when I hear assemblies, right, I really take them for granted. When they come and write on walls, your building, you don't have permit to do this and that, and they say the assemblies on, they never consider the potholes in front of those buildings which are being constructed.
No.
You get the point, right? I've never seen them come and say this pothole is under construction, so don't touch it. Make sure we'll deal with it within the space that we want. But they are quick to identify things that will give them money, that will make them corrupt, that will make them, of course, rake in money indirectly from virtually every quarter. Today, you should be bold enough as a citizen to walk into that office in your assembly and say, big man, you are failing. You are not doing your job properly. You have no business coming to work today because the big job is out there. The job is for you to fix on the ground. But you are pretending that you can do the job inside here with no real effect on the people that you are supposed to be serving. And as the month comes to an end today, some people will be paid. Some people have already been paid. You should never be excited being paid for something that you have not worked for.
We say that money is earned.
Yeah.
Right. So I ask myself the simple question, and we've had a lot of conversations about property taxes or property rates, and the fact that we don't these days. So we've gone around the country, and I've actually looked at the houses again, and I've come up with new rates. Imagine living in these areas. If you live in my area where your roads are in a deplorable state, now the potholes have become gullies, and now when it rains, you can't even use the road. You have an MCE who would go and engage in saw-pitting on a part of the road and have banners thanking the MCE for doing something. You see, in a part of the world when people do what is expected of them, they say, thank me. But for me, you wouldn't have had it. Now, ask yourself that simple question. Why would you expect me to pay rates when that is the kind of area I live?
Yeah.
Why would you expect me to pay property rates, property taxes to you when my roads are in a deplorable state? Why would you expect me to pay property taxes to you when I have to drive through potholes and go and repair my vehicle every month? We're giving vehicles that after, look, my vehicle, after about 20,000 kilometers, a new vehicle, the shocks gone.
Yeah.
Shocks gone.
Brand new car.
Brand new car.
And
Shocks.
it's not just yours, all of them.
Shocks gone. You know, and when I when I went to check for the price of a shock, I was shocked.
Certainly.
Because then I'm told, oh, this is your vehicle. Front shock alone is 10,000.
Yes.
Front shock, 10,000. Back, 10,000. Now, listen to this. If I have to pay all of these monies, just because of the poor nature of the roads that we travel on, and this is the same country where we talked about opening the country. How do you open countries? Do you open country with poor roads? Is that how you open a country?
And let me tell you what's painful. That 10,000 that you have to pay for your shocks, you've already paid for the pothole to be filled.
Yeah.
You've already paid. At any material time, you are paying for it. It used to be through the road toll. Now it's through e-levy. You are paying for it. There ought not be a pothole. You are not only paying for the pothole to be fixed, you are paying the guy who is supposed to fix it.
Yeah.
And there's one guy in every district, every local authority. There's one guy. He gets a salary every month,
and he has a boss too. So the boss, if your employee is not working, what can't you see? Don't you have eyes?
And you see, Raymond, in other jurisdictions where they are serious about the development of their communities, when they spot a pothole, immediately, the engineering department would come. They would wait at midnight, after midnight.
I've seen some with my own eyes.
Oh, I've seen. So, you know, those days that we used to like partying and all of that when we were very young. When
that
you
was not the reason I saw mine, but that's fine.
In the 1800s.
Yes.
You know, when you're going, you probably would see these people fixing the potholes. They will fix it. You know, they'll cordon off that place.
One traffic light here, the other traffic light there.
Fix it,
ones.
and then move away. It is done, and you wouldn't see anything. And you see, technology is such that today, and we even do it here, when it's time for elections, we're able to fix roads that are used the same day.
That's true.
That's
So
technology.
it's possible, actually.
It is possible, but the problem is that we just don't care.
Yeah. Private interest over public good.
Yeah.
So they'll fix it if they have a private interest in having the road fixed.
And
but
you
not
see,
for the public good.
Kojo, the other point, one of the things that drivers consistently say contribute to the high cost of operation. They say, my car, there are a lot of potholes, the roads are very terrible, so I have to always be buying fresh, what they call it, spare parts. Spare parts are expensive. They are imported to the country. It's been affected by exchange rate. So when they are computing how much road users should pay as church offers or whatever, they add it to it.
Indeed.
So apart from directly being a nuisance on the road, it's also part of the reasons we almost have transportation having an inflation going up consistently.
Precisely.
So we lose on both ends. So if you think that merely because you're in the church or you don't care and it's not your car, you are paying more because of the situation there.
Are you looking for a new way to revise for your WASI? Then Joy Learning has everything you need in place. Yes, we are back with the 2023 revision show for SHS 3 learners. Don't worry, your favorite question of the day section wasn't left out. And you can engage with your facilitators during live TV lessons, ask questions, and get real-time feedback in the comfort of your own space. The 2023 revision show for SHS learners shows every Monday to Friday at 7:30 p.m. right here on Joy Learning. Joy Learning. Learning is so fun. Joy Learning. Keep learning.
The most exciting, entertaining, and competitive cookery show. Big Chef Tertiary Edition coming soon.
Are you?
It's Black Sheriff KK Rasta in the building. 10th June, rep your Jesse. It's live. Rasta's active everywhere, every corner of that venue. You understand? Blessings. Pull up with your people, with your mommy, your papi, your sister, your cousin. Everybody pull up. Blessings.
Hi guys, my name is Rosalyn Fairley and I work on Joy Prime Television. On the 10th of June, we are all meeting at the Aviation Social Center for Rep Your Jersey. Nice hits of a Rep Your Jersey. We are back again. Which team do you support? Do you support Man City or you support Inter Milan? Well, I am for Man City, and so I say go Man City. Let's meet there and support our favorite teams. It's on the 10th of June. Don't miss out. I hope to see you. Bye.
It's Black Sheriff KK Rasta in the building. 10th June, rep your Jesse. It's live. Rasta's active everywhere, every corner of that venue. You understand? Blessings. Pull up with your people, with your mommy, your papi, your sister, your cousin. Everybody pull up. Blessings.
Hi guys, my name is Rosalyn Fairley and I work on Joy Prime Television. On the 10th of June, we are all meeting at the Aviation Social Center for Rep Your Jersey. Nice hits of a Rep Your Jersey. We are back again. Which team do you support? Do you support Man City or you support Inter Milan? Well, I am for Man City, and so I say go Man City. Let's meet there and support our favorite teams. It's on the 10th of June. Don't miss out. I hope to see you. Bye.
It's Black Sheriff KK Rasta in the building. 10th June, rep your Jesse. It's live. Rasta's active everywhere, every corner of that venue. You understand? Blessings. Pull up with your people, with your mommy, your papi, your sister, your cousin. Everybody pull up. Blessings.
Hi guys, my name is Rosalyn Fairley and I...
I love Carnival Rep Your Jesse. DJ's November Live. On the 10th of June. Before come to action some striker.
Bantama Lukaku.
Hey, what's up, my people? It's your boy Vanilla, aka Lala. And on the 10th of June, I'll be live and representing skillfully on the pitches, you know, at the Hits Rep Your Jersey 23. Charlie, it's the biggest sports outdoor event happening this year. And I can't wait to be present to show you my skills, Charlie. I want to see all my people there. Come, let's show ourselves something. You understand? Don't be left out. It's free. I want to see you there. Sharp.
Yo, welcome my people. This your boy Kwame Yesu Charlie. On the 10th of June, it's all about the hits. Rep your Jesse. Charlie, they pull up with the whole gang. Make sure you come through. Come support your team. Biggest.
Hey!
Yo.
I love California Rap Your Jesse. DJs no rap live. The 10th of June. Before come to action song striker.
Bantama Lukaku.
The best on Joy 99.7 FM.
Are you looking for a new way to revise for your WASI? Then Joy Learning has everything you need in place. Yes, we are back with the 2023 revision show for SHS 3 learners. Don't worry, your favorite question of the day section wasn't left out. And you can engage with your facilitators during live TV lessons, ask questions, and get real-time feedback in the comfort of your own space. The 2023 revision show for SHS learners shows every Monday to Friday at 7:30 p.m. right here on Joy Learning. Joy Learning. Learning is so fun. Joy Learning. Keep learning.
The most exciting, entertaining, and competitive cookery show. Big Chef Tertiary Edition coming soon.
It's Black Sheriff KK Rasta in the building. 10th June, rep your Jesse. It's live. Rastas active everywhere, every corner of that venue. You understand? Blessings. Pull up with your people, with your mommy, your papi, your sister, your cousin. Everybody pull up. Blessings.
Hi guys, my name is Roslyn Fairley and I work on Joy Prime Television. On the 10th of June, we are all meeting at the Aviation Social Center for Rep Your Jersey. Nice hits of a Rep Your Jersey. We are back again. Which team do you support? Do you support Man City or you support Inter Milan? Well, I am for Man City, and so I say go Man City. Let's meet there and support our favorite teams. It's on the 10th of June. Don't miss out. I hope to see you. Bye.
It's Black Sheriff KK Rasta in the building. 10th June, rep your Jesse. It's live.
I love Caribono, rep your Jesse. DJ Slim Rapper Live. On the 10th of June. Before come to Action Song Striker.
Bantama Lukaku.
Here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM, and still to come this morning here on the Super Morning Show.
Look at this one. Mid-sized, quite deep, shaped like some sort of asphalt amoeba. To you, this is an accident waiting to happen. But to the government, this is perfect for planting corn.
Super Morning Show.
Well, our focus is on our potholes, and so this morning we'll be finding out where you are and the situation and the nature of the road. We say use the hashtag GH Pothole Exhibition to tell us whether there are potholes on the road that you use, and then we will take it up with the authorities. But before we get into all of that conversation this morning, we're joined by Dr. Martin Yamborigia, who is Assistant Commissioner, Audit Large Taxpayer Office at the Ghana Revenue Authority. He's joined us because we'll be having a conversation about the VAT upfront payment. Dr. Yamborigia will be joining us shortly. We'll be having that conversation here on the Super Morning Show. But first, Absa Bank wants you to know that life is go, 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 and that it's hard to make time for the things that really count. So they won't let banking get in your way. And that's why with Access Digital Channels, you can bank when, where, and how you want so that you can focus on what and who is important to you. Banking has never been this easy. Transfer funds into your savings account, pay your old school union dues and your DSTV subscription, and many more with a click on your phone. Get things done simply with Access Digital Channels. Now that's Africanacity, that's ABSA. Terms and conditions apply. Visit absa.com.gh for further details.
So you know that you contribute to the growth and success of Ghanaian textile industry every time you wear your authentic fabrics. GTP says thank you, and always purchase original, genuine and authentic GTP fabrics. Check the design number on the label. Check that the design number on the label is also printed on the edge of the fabric. Contact 0509-940949 to buy online or visit any of our accredited dealers nationwide or any wooden shop. GTP Life Styled. This is the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM, and over the past few months there have been lots of misconceptions and public discussions about the BECE grading system, its use for selection, certification and related matters. Well, in order to enlighten stakeholders and members of the general public about the grading system, the Council is holding a forum on the topic, the fundamentals of the BECE grading system. The speaker of the forum is Felix Akufubedu, who is former head Test Administration Division WAEC. And the forum is tomorrow, Thursday, the 1st of June, 2023, time 10 a.m. and is at the new Conference Hall, Teachers Hall Complex, Accra. Great. So let's get into the conversation now. This morning we're joined by Dr. Martin Yamburigia, who is Assistant Commissioner Audit, Large Taxpayer Office at the Ghana Revenue Authority. We're having a conversation about the VAT upfront payment. Dr. Yamburigia, good morning, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Winston, and good morning to your listeners also.
Great. So we know that one of the key policy measures to improve VAT is compliance. But the implementation of the upfront payment by VAT-registered persons or imported, taxable goods at all points of entry. This morning, a lot of people have some, they've been asking the question, what is the upfront payment all about?
All right, thank you very much. So the upfront payment is a new compliance tool that we have amended the Value Added Tax Act to make people who by law are making taxable supplies and are supposed to register but are not registered, so that at the point of importation, if it is found out that you are bringing in goods worth more than 200,000 Ghana cedis, but you are not registered for VAT with the Ghana Revenue Authority, in addition to the import VAT that you have paid, then you'll be made to pay an upfront VAT of 12.5. Normally in VAT you have the input-output. When you import, you pay the input. Then when you bring it and sell, you are supposed to pay the output, which is paid by the consumer. But once you are not registered with tax, what it means is that you will either not be charging the VAT, or even if you are charging it, you will not be accounting it to the Ghana Revenue Authority because you are not registered. So what this compliance tool seeks to do, it will tell you that because you are not registered with Ghana Revenue Authority, at the point of importation, you'll be made to pay the import VAT. But in addition to that, whatever VAT you will have charged on output when you sell, please pay it before we even give you the goods to go. So you have to pay double there. And it's just simple. One, we want to make sure that people comply. So once you register with Ghana Revenue Authority for VAT, it doesn't apply to you. Then there is also an element of unfairness in the system, that two persons are dealing in taxable goods. One person brings in the goods, he pays VAT at the port, he comes and he sells it and he's charging VAT. And another person brings it and pays VAT at the port. But when he comes to sell it, he doesn't charge VAT. The person who is not charging VAT can afford to sell at a lower price, and therefore you are disadvantaging the people who are by law to pay. When that system is allowed, it will even discourage the people who are complying not to comply, because both of us have brought our goods in. I'm supposed to charge VAT, you are not charging. So you sell at a lower price and then you price me out of the market. So the idea is to make sure that there's uniformity and then parity in terms of the prices, so that nobody will be disadvantaged in it.
So this is not a new tax?
Not at all. It is not a new tax. In fact, it's the same VAT, except that it's just a new compliance tool that we are bringing in to make sure that all those who import goods in particular and then do not register with GRA will have to register.
So help me understand something. Who makes, I think earlier you were trying to explain, but let's bring it down further.
Yeah.
Who makes these upfront payments?
Okay, so basically it has to do with persons who are making taxable supplies.
When you say taxable supply, what do you mean?
Okay, so under the VAT law, we have some supplies that are exempt from VAT and we have some that are taxable. So, for example, mostly goods imported for the use of the disabled, goods imported for agricultural purpose, goods for education, others are exempt. Other than that, all other goods that are consumed are supposed to be taxable. So if you are into the supply of taxable goods, then you are making a taxable supply exceeding 200,000 Ghana cedis in a year. Then you are by law required to register with the Ghana Revenue Authority. So if you are importing goods which are taxable and the value is more than 200,000, remember the threshold to register is 200,000 in a year. But if even in one single import, your import is up to 200,000, then it implies that your turnover for the year will be more than the 200,000. So for all those people who are not registered with Ghana Revenue Authority for VAT, they are the people who are supposed to register. And it is applicable to people who are importing goods for home consumption. What we mean by home consumption, that you are bringing in the goods to come and then sell. If you are bringing in the goods to come and sell, you are required to pay. It is also applicable to people who are bringing goods into the bonded warehouse. If you bring goods into bonded warehouse and you are not taking it from the bonded warehouse to go and sell, and you are not registered for VAT, you also have to pay the VAT on it.
So which categories of imports do not attract the upfront payment?
All right, so like I earlier on said, by law, there are some imports that are exempt. So if you are exempted from the payment of VAT by the nature of the item, then you will not be required. Then also goods that are imported that are going to be, in transit. Like I'm bringing goods through the port of Ghana, but I'm sending to Burkina Faso. So Ghana is not the final destination or the home consumption. You don't also pay. And then we'll have goods for inbound manufacturing. Some manufacturers, especially members of the Association of Ghana Industry in good standing, when they are bringing goods into manufacture, normally they are relieved from the VAT. They don't also pay VAT on it. And then if the goods are for personal use, you are bringing in goods which are personal, they are not goods that you intend to sell, and then you can prove that these goods are not meant for sale, then you're also not required to pay make the upfront payment.
Great. So can I claim my upfront payment?
Yeah, you can. You can claim your upfront payment. So like we are saying, it is a compliance tool. So after you have made the payment at the port, if after that you are able to go and register with the Ghana Revenue Authority, then you file all your returns up to the period, all outstanding returns up to the period. You have made all payments of taxes due, and then you do not owe the Ghana Revenue Authority any taxes. You can claim the refund, either a refund or you can claim it as an input into your business activities.
Let's go through that again. Which conditions would I have to meet in order to recover these upfront payments?
Good. So for you to recover the upfront payment, one, you might have paid the upfront, you might have made the upfront payment. That is the first condition. Two, you have to show proof that subsequently you have registered with the Ghana Revenue Authority. Remember, at the time that this upfront payment was made, you were not registered with the Ghana Revenue Authority. So now you are able to show proof that you have registered. Three, you should be able to show proof that you have filed all returns, including previous returns, because that means that you might have been in business for some time and you were not doing it. Then you should be able to prove that you have also paid all your taxes due up to date, and that you do not owe any other taxes. There are many taxes that are administered by the Commissioner General, and normally before a refund is made to you, we want to make sure that you don't owe any other taxes. Other than that, that amount will be used. But once you can prove that you do not owe any other taxes, the amount is also given to you. And then any other condition that the Commissioner General may set, then you need to fulfill that, then you'll be given a refund.
But if this is the case, then it means it's easier for you to register for VAT, because then you have to go through a process. They have to check again whether you've been operating for a very long time without, paying. Wouldn't it be better for you to be registered and just make things easy?
That is why, for me, this is not even an issue at all, because the problem is because you are not registered. So the easiest for anybody to avoid this is just go and register with GRA. Because once you register with GRA, you can show proof. Because once you register with GRA, our system will pick it. Then it doesn't even apply to you. So it is only for people who by law are supposed to register, have not registered. So the way out is just, what do? You just go and register with GRA, and then you're out of it.
Now, talking about the claims, so what will be the outcome of, say, an application for recovery of upfront payment?
Okay, so when you apply for upfront payment, there are 3 possible options. One, it is either accepted, that means that we approve it, and then you get it, your money. 2, it is either rejected, that means that you are not able to convince us that indeed you have paid all your taxes or you have complied with the law, or probably it could be partially. Maybe you have fulfilled partly, and then you have not fulfilled part. So it could be given part refund and then part retained for other taxes.
Great. Now, earlier you talked about, a threshold of 200,000.
Yeah.
But you also talked about, items for personal use. So let's say I import items for personal use, which is above the threshold of 200,000 Ghana cedis. Will I still be required to make an upfront payment?
No. So you don't have to. So we have our custom management system, that is ICAMS, Integrated Custom Management System. Normally, when you are making entrance into the system, you have to indicate that these goods are for personal use. Definitely, it will be verified so that nobody bring goods to sell and say that it's for personal use. Once you enter it into the system, it's for personal use, and you can so prove that these are not goods intended to be sold. For example, if you are building your own house and then you decide to import the tiles instead of buying locally, the value could be more than 200 depending on the nature of the tiles. But you are not bringing it to come and sell, you are just bringing it to come and use it. If you are able to prove that, oh, I'm not somebody who is into business and I'm just bringing it for personal use, or you are bringing in a car and a value could be more than 200,000 Ghana cedis if you convert it into dollars, but you are not coming to sell it as a car, but you are just bringing it to use. So once you enter into the system and indicate that this is for personal use, and then we verify that indeed this is for personal use, automatically you'll be exempted from the payment of the upfront VAT.
Great. But have you engaged, the various stakeholders on this policy?
Yes, we have done a lot, and I think this forum is one of them. We are trying to engage. So we have engaged media practitioners like yourself who are, helping us to spread this news. We have had meetings and engagement with the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Association of Ghana Industries, the Association of Importers and Exporters, and most of the people who have to do with us, who have engaged them, and then we have explained the concept to them. We have also explained to them how they can go about it. So a lot of engagement has gone on, and they will continue to engage them as long as the law continues to apply.
And in all the engagements, they understand this and appreciate what you're doing.
In fact, a lot of them are very, very happy, particularly those who are complying. They see it as a good way because they know that if we are able to make everybody to register, then there'll be some kind of equity in the system. But in a situation where others are paying and others are not paying, then it is not a level playing field. So, it has been a very welcome news for all those who are compliant. The only person who may not be happy will be somebody who has been importing and then selling and not paying the tax. And I think mostly we don't want to encourage such in society, that there's a law that all of us will apply, and then others are doing it and you are not doing it. So the reception has been very good.
Great. Well, so let's say that, there's someone listening to us right now. Haven't heard the fact that it's easy if you just comply and wants to comply. He wants to, register for VAT. How does he or she go about it?
Yeah, it's very simple. So if you want to register for VAT, you visit the nearest domestic tax revenue office, what we call TSA, Taxpayer Services. And then we have for over 50 across the country. Actually, together with LTU, we have almost 60 or about 60 taxpayers across the country. So you visit the nearest tax office with your business registration, and then you activate. In actual sense, most of them, we have the database, except that we need some further particulars. So once you go and say, I want to register for this tax handle, VAT, you need to show proof that you are making a taxable supply up to the 200,000 as the law requires. We'll know where you are because we need to be able to follow up to give you more education and also ensure that you comply. Once that is done, you'll be registered, you'll be given a certificate which you display at your business premises to tell people that by law you have been registered to collect VAT. It's a very simple process. If you have all the documentation, within a day we can finalize your registration for you.
Great. So finally, for that person listening to us who's confused about the upfront payment and who's still contemplating registering for VAT, what do you tell him or her?
My advice is that just visit the nearest GRA office and then tell them you want to register. We have our officers there who explain to you and then assist you. I mean, like I've said, this is not a law that is meant for, to punish people. It's just to enable people comply. And for me, it is one of the easiest things that we should not have a problem, because once you go and register, then you are exempted from this. So I encourage all to go and register with GRA.
Right. Thank you very, very much, Dr. Martin Yamburiga, who is Assistant Commissioner Audit, Large Taxpayer Office at the Ghana Revenue Authority, for joining us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Coming up is Time with the Dentist, brought to us by Pepsodent.
Hi, did you know that your general health can affect your oral health? Welcome to another episode of Time with the Dentist. My name is Dr. Gwendolyn Amakwe Baiche, and this is proudly sponsored by Pepsodent in partnership with Ghana Dental Association. Certain conditions related to our general health can have erosive effect on our teeth, and I'd like to draw your attention to some of these conditions. But before that, you should know that the stomach is a part of the body where there is high production of acid to aid in digestion. Acid has the ability to remove some of the minerals of our teeth, like calcium, in a process known as demineralization. So any condition that will cause the stomach contents to move into the mouth will cause acid to come into contact with our teeth. The first condition I'd like to talk about is GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease, also known as acid reflux. This digestive disease occurs when the acid content of the stomach flows up the esophagus or windpipe and into the mouth at regular intervals, worse after eating or when lying down. So you may feel heartburn or pain in the chest. Conditions that cause frequent vomiting, like pregnancy at certain trimesters, as well as bulimia, where one forces themselves to vomit after binge eating, can cause the acid content of the stomach to come into contact with the teeth, contributing to erosion of the teeth. For those of us who take lemon juice and apple cider vinegar, it's best to do this with a straw to avoid direct contact with the teeth. With alcoholic beverages being acidic, chronic alcoholism can have erosive effect on the teeth. When the outermost layer of our teeth, enamel, is exposed to acid over a long period of time, it begins to wear down, and so you may feel sensitivity or pain with hot or cold fluids. The teeth get weak and gradually break down. You may develop cavities as well as discoloration of the teeth over time. If you experience any of these conditions I've mentioned earlier, consult a physician. Saliva keeps the tissues of our mouth moist and comfortable for eating and talking. It helps in digestion of food and also neutralizes any acidity in the mouth. There are many causes of bad breath, some of which include not brushing your teeth and flossing properly twice a day, cavities in your teeth that can pack food, gum diseases, eating spicy foods regularly, including garlic and onions, smoking, and chronic alcoholism. Erosion of your teeth can cause you to require extensive dental treatment or even lose your teeth. Visit a dentist for more advice on how to prevent your teeth from wearing away. Remember to floss and brush your teeth twice a day with a fluoride-containing toothpaste like Pepsodent. This campaign is proudly sponsored by Pepsodent in partnership with Ghana Dental Association.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
my brother, we gone. You know, we need a grow no more. We not for waste time for no pagan brothers. No more. They go see we for countryside. They be there, they go see we, oh. They go follow man, them go.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Churchill, some sad news has just come in. A statement has been released by the family of Professor Ama Ata Edu that she sadly passed away early this morning, Wednesday, 31st of May, 2023. Of course, there's no need to explain who Prof. Ama Ata Edu is. She, of course, is famous writer and academic, author of several classic pieces of Ghanaian literature.
Yeah.
And, well, as the family informs us, she now belongs to the ages. And, yeah, she has indeed lived a very full life.
Yeah, she was 81 years.
She was.
Oh, may her soul rest in peace. As a student of literature, I have read some of her books.
Yes.
I was particularly, I read, one of the books that I loved so much was Changes. Changes, a Love Story.
Yeah.
Which I read when I was in level 400. Of course, many of us will know the Dilemma of a Ghost.
Yes, I played Ato in Dilemma of a Ghost in secondary school.
Okay. Yes. And I listened to the interview she had years ago on that, and she was explaining, for instance, how she wrote that when she had the idea. Well, may her soul rest in peace.
Indeed.
At 81, I think.
This one hits quite close to home because as a child, she used to live just up the road from us.
Yeah.
And it's a very sad moment, but she has certainly put Ghana on the map in admirable ways, and may she rest in peace.
And my condolences to the family, particularly her daughter, Kina Likimani.
Yes. All right. We've got a lot to get through this morning, I've got to say. And it's all very important because today we're asking about potholes, okay? Hashtag GH potholes. That's what I want you to use when you're posting your pictures of the potholes in your area, because you are a very important part of this conversation. This is all part of Joy News's Ghana Potholes exhibition. All right, we've decided that we are going to put a frame around the issue. We are going to exhibit and display these potholes if they are not going to get fixed. All right, we're serious about it, and we want to see your contributions to the exhibition. Send your pictures, your videos, and your videos be as eloquent as you can in describing these potholes and the impact they have on your lives. We're going to be speaking to Kweku Enchibo Isiakon, a concerned citizen, engineer Abdullahi Mahama, who of course is a civil engineer and a roads and building consultant. So listen, stay tuned for that. Also, the very first report under the Ghana Potholes exhibition is going to be streamed live on Facebook. In fact, I think it's there now. You can go check it out on Facebook Live, okay? It's a... well, you go and watch it and tell us what you think. All right? That's all coming up. But first, Access Bank and Graphic Business bring you the SME Fair 2023 in the Asante region. It's the Asante edition. They're giving all of you the opportunity to shop for home appliances, personal effects, or office items in the second edition of the SME Fair. The fair is themed Running Sustainable Businesses in a Challenging Economic Landscape, and it brings together businesses from electronics, furniture, art and beauty, food and agriculture, engineering, retail stores, and so much more to exhibit their products at amazingly discounted prices just for you. This is happening live at Prempeh Assembly Hall in Kumasi from Thursday the 1st, that's tomorrow, until Saturday the 3rd of June 2023 from 11 a.m. each day. So take advantage, get access to the best discounts and amazing deals. For more information, please call the 24-hour contact center on 080000 4400, okay? 080000 4400. Access Bank, more than banking.
Well, so if you love nature and glamour at the same time, then Nairobi and Dubai with Adansi Travels is a must trip for you. Now, as part of our 10th anniversary trips, we're giving you the chance to experience 3 days stay in Nairobi, where you visit the Nairobi National Park to get close to nature, enjoy city tour of Nairobi, and unforgettable dining at Carnival Restaurant. I'd love to be there. I want to go there and have all the meat that I can have. You then continue to Dubai to be part of the fun-filled Adansi 10 tour plan that include live performances at Dubai Desert Camp by the legendary Samini. There's a saying that you have never been to Dubai if you haven't been there with Adansi. Now, a guided shopping experience in Dubai is one of a kind, and there are amazing discounts awaiting you. The interesting part is you get to experience all of these within 10 days at a highly discounted rate, starting at $1,650 per person sharing. Travel date is 10th to 19th August 2023 or 12th to 21st August 2023. I think I'll choose the 12th to 21st August. Could you keep that in mind?
Yeah.
And the choice is yours, but the fun is guaranteed by us. Sami just gave me a thumbs up to indicate that he's in full support. So book your slot by visiting adansitravels.com or call 0557 746539 or 0552 648267. Adansi at 10, it's a vibe. Book now to feel the beauty of life with Adansi.
All right, now the attention of the Electricity Company of Ghana has been drawn to the activities of fraudsters who call ECG customers in the name of ECG to make payments to certain mobile money accounts so that they can access ECG services. You need to pay attention to this, okay? Please note, ECG staff do not demand payments for services through phone calls. It will never happen. Customers are strongly advised to personally initiate transactions through the ECG Power app on your phone. Or you can use the short code *226# for all payments. Now, the ECG mobile app, ECG Power, can be downloaded from the ECG website, which is ecg.com.gh, or the Play Store or App Store for convenience in transacting business with ECG. It's a brilliant little app, or you can just visit any ECG office for assistance in accessing the ECG mobile app and other ECG services. So management of ECG wants to take this opportunity to urge all customers, please beware
of these fraudsters and report any such incidents to the security agencies or to the nearest ECG office so that you can assist ECG in tracking and bringing these fraudsters to book. Help ECG serve you better. If you want to know more, go to ecg.com.gh.
Well, according to Abraham Maslow, a home is a basic need, and the COVID-19 pandemic made this statement very true. Owning a home in a serene, strategic neighborhood should not be a luxury, but a necessity. And at JL Properties, we make that dream a reality. JL Properties has been building homes for more than a decade. Enjoy the ease of owning a fully complete home or choose from our off-plan packages. At JL Properties, you can make internal adjustments to your home while it's still being built. A home from JL Properties means peace of mind and value for your money. Make your home with us today. Visit jlpropertiesgh.com or call 0509 542973 or 0302 449037. JL Properties, the city's favorite developer. Could you let's say good morning to Kweku Ntribo-Esiako and Engineer Abdullah Mahama, who've joined us on the phone. Good morning, gentlemen, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning. Good morning.
Great. Please stay with us. When we return after these messages, we get into our conversation. We'll be right back.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
We shouldn't have gone to that party.
Masa, my head is killing me.
Is that your stomach?
Yes.
What did you eat?
I don't know. Get rid of your gastric problems with number 10 liver salt. Number 10 gives you quick, effective relief from nausea, indigestion, heartburns, hangovers, and hyperacidity. And with different fruity flavors such as orange and lemon, it's a pretty tasty way to end an uncomfortable situation. Number 10 liver salt from Ernest Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.
This advert has been vetted and approved by FDA.
Someone smells great here. And fresh, my love. I wish I could stay in the shower all day. I know, right? Nothing beats a bath with geisha soap. It smells so good, it lasts long, and it's enriched with natural ingredients that work wonders for my skin. And it now comes with a fresh new look, giving us even more reasons to love our geisha bar.
New and improved geisha soap. Great new look, better fragrance, same natural ingredients, still all last time. This advert is FDA approved.
Be strong and last long.
Like geisha.
What? It seems Royal Foam did not get the memo. Times are tough. Prices are going up. They're giving 10% discount, free pillows with every purchase. Hey, Royal Foam. Just when you thought all they manufacture are quality but affordable mattresses and pillows, they take it up a notch by being thoughtful in these hard times. Royal Foam has reduced their prices drastically. Buy a mattress, get a free pillow. Enjoy 10% discount instantly, nationwide. Take advantage. Enjoy Royal Foam. Enjoy the best.
Call Royal Foam today on 020-227-1000 for more information.
Royal Foam. Rest assured.
Mosquitoes come through your door, kill it, will kill them for sure. Hey, kill it, will kill them for sure. Kill it, insecticide spray, kill it, mosquito paw. Anywhere them day, we've got kill it today. Intuntum nentefre, kill it. Wawe bia, kill it. Mosquitoes and insects, kill it. So they come there, yeah, kill it. Intuntum nentefre, kill it. Wawe bia.
Have you heard? Kill It is back and available nationwide at all shopping outlets. Buy what kills mosquitoes, cockroaches, and all flying and crawling insects. Use Kill It Insecticide's strong and long-lasting formula that leaves a lingering sweet aroma. Buy Kill It Insecticide. Todiekum. This product is FDA approved.
Introducing the new Techno Spark 10 series. Enjoy a long-lasting 5000 mAh battery capacity plus 18 watts charging pad in an ultra-sleek 6.7-inch Full HD screen with a storage galore of 256GB plus 8GB. You can save every memory and never lose any. 32 megapixels glowing selfie camera and 50 megapixels AI rear camera. Get your Techno Spark 10 series. Visit the nearest Techno accredited shop and join the glowing selfie gang.
Time to
You do know that you cannot always do things the same way and expect different results, right? How about changing your strategy and giving your team members a different perspective to life? Do things differently. Conduct your next corporate meetings, conferences, and workshops at sea, on a cruise, whilst cruising to breathtaking destinations. Your participants will love it, and you will be amazed at their level of commitment, productivity, and ultimately save a lot. Happy workers, happy results. Motivate and reward your agents, affiliates, and staff with an all-inclusive cruise package to the Mediterranean, Southern Africa, Greek islands, and the Persian Gulf. For inquiries, call your cruise people on 0308 251 055 or visit yourcruisepeople.com.
Mr. Bossman, with all these computers, servers, and electronic equipment, I know they see one cable for the floor cry.
Charlie, you be right too. We dey use raised access floors from Interface, so all the cables they hide under the raised access floors. So
this be the solution to the plenty cables where they my computer room for office. Accountant, call Interface now.
If you're involved in new property development, renovation, or decoration, the right place for you is Interface Limited. Call us on 0274 999999 or visit our website at
www.interfacelimited.net. Facebook, Interface Limited GH. Instagram, interface.limited.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
All right, it's 2 minutes to 9 on the Super Morning Show. The hashtag is GH Potholes, where we've launched the Ghana Pothole Exhibition on Joy News, and today our conversation is all about that. Those economy-draining, health-depleting manholes, those widow-making craters that have peppered the landscape of our road network across this country. I mean, honestly, no country should be okay with such visible and obvious evidence of a failed system. And today we are assessing the cost of it and determining exactly how these potholes affect our lives and what we need to do about them as a country and as a people. All right, so stay tuned. We're getting into that with Kweku Nchubwe Siakon and engineer Abdullah Mahama in just a moment. But first, now is your time to enjoy the Royal Foam mattress at an affordable rate. Things are really hard and prices of goods and services are on the rise every day, and that is why Royal Foam brings you this amazing Wunsu Wumrenye sales promotion. So it's your time to enjoy a 10% discount on the current prices of all their mattresses. That's 10% off. Plus free pillows. Okay? To enjoy this, go to any Royal Foam shop or call 020-227 1000 for more information. Royal Foam, rest assured.
And the Ghana Revenue Authority reminds all VAT, NHIL, Get Fund Levy registered businesses that VAT, NHIL, Get Fund Levy, and Communication Service Tax returns for April 2023 should be submitted on the VAT, NHIL, Get Fund Levy, and CST returns forms not later than Wednesday, the 31st of May 2023, that is today, which is the last working day of the month. File your VAT, NHIL, Get Fund Levy, and CST returns early and avoid payment of penalties for VAT, NHIL, Get Fund Levy. The penalty is 500 Ghana cedis and a further penalty of 10 cedis for each day that a return is not submitted. For CST operators, late filing of returns attracts a pecuniary penalty of 2,000 Ghana cedis and a further penalty of 500 Ghana cedis for each day that a return is not submitted. We encourage taxpayers to file their returns online via taxpayersportal.com, and also to note that in line with GRA's cashless policy, both check and cash payments should be made at any of the 23 designated banks, the Ghana.gov platform, or via USSD code *222#. Remember to submit the April 2023 returns not later than Wednesday, the 31st of May 2023, which is the last working day of the month, and avoid paying penalties. Kindly get in touch with us by email on info@gra.gov.gh or by WhatsApp on 0552 990000 or 0200 631664.
All right. Listen, let's get into it. Before we hear the first in the series of GH Pothole Exhibition reports, let's engage our guest. Kweku Nchubwe Siakon is a concerned citizen. Engineer Abdullah Mahama is a civil engineer. He's a roads and building consultant. Now, if you like, gentlemen, good morning, by the way. Good morning to you both. Thank you for your time.
Good morning to you.
Now, I'm looking at getting your preliminary comments, just briefly. So let's use this time to set down some definitions, if you like. Engineer Mahama, what exactly causes a pothole to appear on a road?
Well, I'll say a good morning to your cherished listeners. And before I just mentioned, I just want to say a thank you to Multimedia for the wonderful eagle eye jobs you are doing in very pertinent or very important issues across the country. My mood is down a bit because I just finished watching some of your news on the Galamsey, and it's really dampening my spirit. And then when I get this one, pothole patching, pothole issues again, it looks like we are failing in all the aspects that we expect government to do much better. Pothole patching or potholes is like depression on our roads. Let's say you have a certain smooth road that has been constructed, and you start to have differential settlement or depression that brings about exposure or removal of the bituminous substances, making, depending on the nature of how you want to describe the pothole according to our standards, reducing the riding quality and greatly impacting on the distance travel of commuters on those particular stretch of roads identified or used occasionally or periodically.
Right.
So I think that when I just flow, maybe you have to just guide me. Otherwise, I'll just continue with it.
Sure, that's a really good definition for us to work with. Now, just one quick thing before I bring in Kweku Nchubwe Siakon. If a road is constructed properly, will potholes appear on it?
Yes, we can have potholes appearing on a very good road due to external factors. And a vehicle may develop a fault. And I've been fighting some of these vehicles every now and then. You may have a very compacted road, well sealed. Let me use some of these trunk roads. A vehicle with a certain expected weight get a tire damaged. And instead of the driver actually parking up the road and then working on the tire, they drive quite a distance, having their wheel, the rim, actually cutting through the road before they stop at the time that they cannot actually move again. Secondly, you would have a driver who will be checking the car on the road without providing a bigger platform under the jack. That's something we call punching. You see, just take the nail as an example. One part of the nail is so sharp, and the other side has a certain brace. So that's where the hammer hits to pierce through any metal or any wood or anything you are trying to use the nail through. So you see that when you turn the wider part of the nail and you try to punch it onto the wood, it takes a lot of time before. In fact, it's very difficult to pierce through the wood. But when you use the other side, the pointed side, you get that smooth entrance or entry into the wood. Now, it's the same analogy. When you are jacking a very big vehicle on the road and your jack, the area of your jack is so small, sometimes because depending on the weight of the truck, you see that instead of the car being jacked up, it's the reverse. So you start to have this pointing onto. That's why some of these cargo trucks and other Kia or weighted cars have a certain wood in the car. So before they jack on the road, they place this wood and then they put a jack on it and then jack the vehicle so that you have a wider area. The wider your area, the less they're punching into the soil. So these are some of the education that we give to them every now and then when we come into contact with some of these drivers and who do that. And then the other one is you having debris. Let's say you have a road which is a low-lying area with adjoining lands higher than the road.
Right.
Now, when this material or the gravel from the adjoining land get onto the road, they're actually laying on the pavement or the surface that has been done. Then there's something we call abrasion. The vehicle that stand on it before the cars move. That quick start of the vehicle, that the screeching sound of young guys who sometimes want to move that sound.
Yes.
So you aid the removal of this light between surface.
Right.
That is actually capping the gravel from having intrusion of water into them. And once you get these small potholes or this small hole that's been created, and then the ingress of water starts, then the compaction of the material is undermined. Then you start to have these exponential potholes or depressions on this. So I think I'll let the gentleman come in. Then
so I mean,
go more into the technical aspect.
The thing I'm picking up from your answer is that if a road is properly constructed, it is only negative human activity upon that road that will cause a pothole.
Mostly.
Okay.
The roads are designed for a certain design lifespan.
Right.
Let me say an asphalt binder concrete is mostly designed 15 years, 20 years, depending on the volume of traffic and possibly sometimes the amount of money that the client is ready to actually use in the construction. So it's okay. I want to do from Joy FM to maybe Circle, and I want to do a design. I want you to give me a design of a 15-year design asphalt road construction. So the road, even though it's properly designed, it will go through an oxidation process. The bitumen experiences cold and hot weather. When we're in the rainy season, there's a lot of contraction. That's why it's obvious to see some cracks, alligator cracks on the road when we're in the rainy season. Sometimes in extreme heat conditions, because there's a bituminous substance within the material that has been used, there's an expansion, so it fills all the voids. So mostly in the hot season, you don't see, but the road will go through this process of oxidization and contraction. So within the 15-year design lifespan, the road begins to fail because, let me use an example like asphalt. There's a certain percentage of air, what we call the air voids. Now, the air that is actually designed to be part of the asphalt is supposed to allow the road to breathe. So, and if a vehicle goes across that road, the asphalt, the road comes back to its shape, but you cannot see with the eye. Right. So, after a certain duration, let's say maybe we have 15 years for the road to actually be looked at. By the 8th, 10th year, the air voids which are actually entrapped in the asphalt, which help the road to breathe, is more or less like mostly is about 3.5 to 5%. Okay. Now, if it goes below the 3.5, the road does not breathe again. That's why you start to see a lot of alligator cracks. So look at the back of the alligator. That's why we give the name. You see that alligator cracks on the surface. That is the time that government, if there's so much fun, would have to quickly start to do what we call maybe revisiting the project and then doing some overlay.
Okay.
When the various tests conducted indicate that the road is now fatigued.
Okay.
And it needs it. So the road can go through its own process. I mean, the normal process, but it will fail after some time. It doesn't necessarily mean that the road has been bad, but within the nature of life, just like you have life.
I don't want us to go into too much detail, Engineer Muhammad. This is just preliminary comments. So we will get more detail in a short while, if you don't mind. I want to very quickly touch base with Kweku Nchibwe-Siakon. Generally, there is a very real cost to society of these potholes. If you can give us a quick summary in a couple of minutes of exactly the different ways in which the existence of potholes on our roads cost society.
Okay, thank you, Kojo. So in summary, you can look at it from the angle of loss of productivity. And you can look at the additional fuel consumption of vehicles as a result of the traffic that these potholes cause. You can look at vehicle maintenance directly as a result of vehicles having to drive through these potholes. You look at road accidents, which cost lives, and the additional cost to families. And I mean, you can have the multiplier effect of accidents analyzed in detail. You can look at health-wise. I mean, the physical body pain, the tiredness, the stress that we all go through as a result of staying long in traffic. Last night, after I published an article on potholes, somebody got in touch and we were chatting. He spends 6 hours a day, I mean, commuting to and from work. You can imagine the stress, the tiredness, and the bodily pains that, a person goes through, which directly affects your health. And then, of course, if it affects your health, it means it affects your pocket as well. Yeah. Now, you can also look at even emergency services having to struggle to reach people who need, say an ambulance, for instance, or fire tender struggling to get to the destination. By the time it gets there, whatever emergency would have already caused whatever maximum damage. So these are angles we need to look at it from. But these are you can quantify all of these to the last dollar because they are real and they cost real money to real people. Yeah. Because people are spending more on fuel, people are losing productivity worth millions of dollars a year as a result of potholes. So we can go into details, but just a quick one to touch on, the question you asked, Engineer Mahama. Generally, from his answers, if the road is well constructed, then you expect it to last longer before you see all these potholes. My experience in Accra is that a number of roads that are constructed, some of them even 6 months after construction, you see potholes. 2 years, you see potholes. Look, I've been to a place in the UK, Ross-on-Wye in Herefordshire. The road from Ross-on-Wye to Cobre Farm, I was told at the time, had lasted 100 years. And yet that road was motorable without potholes. If you go to the US, they talk about built to last. Built to last, at least they are looking at 25 years. The question is, why is it that all these places, they use the same technology? The education Engineer Mahama is giving us, they factor all of this into the construction of their roads. Why is it that their roads last much, much longer than our own roads?
Yeah, we've got a lot to talk about. We're certainly going to try and analyze what causes potholes on Ghanaian roads, why we don't maintain them, why we don't fix them, the economics of it, and indeed the impact that it is having on you and I. But most importantly, what we can do about it. Now, this is all part of the Ghana Pothole Exhibition. It's a Joy News initiative. We're using the hashtag GHPotholes to share pictures and videos of potholes in your area. So get in on the trend, share pictures and videos of your potholes. If it's a video, we'd love the commentary, the explanation of how it feels to drive through these potholes, the descriptions of the potholes. We want you to go as creative as you can with them. We're going to share them so that it will have a huge audience. So please give us your very, very best shots. And by the way, the first report under the Ghana Pothole Exhibition is what we're about to share with you. You need to watch the video. So go to Facebook Live or our YouTube channel. We're going to play the video at the same time as we play this on radio. Here it is, the Ghana Pothole Exhibition.
Much as it is the role of the media to scrutinize government, it is also important for the press to give them credit for their achievements. Now, one particular achievement for which the press has failed woefully in an unjust, unfair, and unsportsmanlike manner to give government credit for is this: our potholes.
Yes, sir. They be
Just look at them. Deep, wide, jagged-edged moon craters peppered artistically across the asphalt canvas of our national road network, turning 10-minute journeys into 50-minute torture sessions, wreaking almost as much havoc on your spine as your shock absorbers. Yes, Ghana's potholes are one of the uncelebrated triumphs of leadership for which our government must not only be lauded, but applauded.
Now, what most people don't realize is that these monstrous death traps are not actually signs of the incompetence of our government supervisory bodies.
they don't point to any lack of skill on the part of our road contractors. No, these are actually clear evidence of the unmitigated success of some of government's top flagship programs.
Which programs, I hear you ask? For the answer to that profound question, we must take a closer look.
Look at this one. Mid-sized, quite deep, shaped like some sort of asphalt amoeba. To you, this is an accident waiting to happen. But to the government, this is perfect for planting corn.
Yes, sir. Debbie, Nasu Debbie, Peppa da Bang. Debbie,
And it's not just good for planting corn. Potholes are perfect for rice plantation.
Ghana for Passam Suasem. Asem Winty, Obi Bedi Matem.
Tomatoes.
Things need to be said and tentem. Kaniwu.
Even cocoa.
As the rainy season approaches, the true value of these potholes becomes apparent. They are perfect for a farmer in planting for food and jobs.
So there you have it. If you have ever wondered why some of these potholes you see on virtually every road in this country of ours never get fixed, well, now you know.
And that is not the only flagship program that government is delivering to rip-roaring success with these cherished and beloved potholes. There is also one village, one dam. Just think of the irrigation potential for the Planting for Food and Jobs project we saw earlier.
And we're still not done. Look at this. Look at the deadly jagged edge of this particular beauty, shaped like the fangs of a village witch. Now, let's measure the depth.
But some things need to be said and tentem.
What do you think happens when your car hits this pothole at speed? Obviously, you immediately need spare parts. After a few encounters, a whole new car. If government is able to maintain a few of these widow-making potholes across the country, just think of what it will do for the automotive industry. One district, one factory.
So the next time you feel like throwing your hands up in despair at the state of our roads, the next time you wonder why government keeps throwing money at incompetent contractors to construct roads which after 3 months will break out in potholes like a prepubescent teenager's face breaks out in pimples, just remember that these are the evidence of your government's stellar performance. Why would they cover them up? Reporting from Ahaya Kwanhu, my name is Kojo Yankson.
Yes, sir. Debbie, Nasu Debbie, Peppa da Bang. Debbie,
Super Morning Show.
Anytime is a Are you looking for a new way to revise for your WASI? Then Joy Learning has everything you need in place. Yes, we are back with the 2023 revision show for SHS 3 learners. Don't worry, your favorite question of the day section wasn't left out. And you can engage with your facilitators during live TV lessons, ask questions, and get real-time feedback in the comfort of your own space. The 2023 revision show for SHS learners shows every Monday to Friday at 7:30 p.m. right here on Joy Learning. Joy Learning. Learning is so fun. Joy Learning. Keep learning.
The most exciting, entertaining, and competitive cookery show. Big Chef Tertiary Edition coming soon.
It's Black Sheriff KK Rasta in the building. 10th June, rep your Jesse. It's live. Rasta's active everywhere, every corner of that venue. You understand? Blessings. Pull up with your people, with your mommy, your papi, your sister, your cousin. Everybody pull up. Blessings.
Hi guys, my name is Rosalyn Fairley and I work on Joy Prime Television. On the 10th of June, we are all meeting at the Aviation Social Center for Rep Your Jersey. Nice hits of Rep Your Jersey. We are back again. Which team do you support? Do you support Man City or you support Inter Milan? Well, I am for Man City, and so I say go Man City. Let's meet there and support our favorite teams. It's on the 10th of June. Don't miss out. I hope to see you. Bye.
Hey!
I love Tarifono, Rep Your Jesse. DJs no rep live. On the 10th of June. Before come to action song striker.
Bantama Lukaku.
Hey, what's up, my people? It's your boy Vanilla, aka Lala. And on the 10th of June, I'll be live and representing skillfully on the pitches, you know, at the Hits Rep Your Jersey 23. Charlie, it's the biggest sports outdoor event happening this year. And I can't wait to be present to show you my skills, Charlie. I want to see all my people there. Come, let's show ourselves something. You understand? Don't be left out. It's free. I want to see you there. Sharp.
Yo, welcome my people. This your boy Kwame Yesu, Charlie. On the 10th of June, it's all about the Hits Rep Your Jersey. Charlie, they pull up with the whole gang. Make sure you come through. Come support your team. Biggest.
Hashtag GH potholes. Send through your pictures and videos of those potholes
that have become the bane of your existence in your areas, on your way to work, wherever they are. We want to see them, we want to hear about them, we want to share them with the world. Hashtag GH Potholes. It's the Ghana Pothole Exhibition. It's a Joy News initiative. We are taking a very different approach to the conversation about potholes. We're taking a satirical approach. We're framing them. We're framing the important issue using satire and humor. But of course, if they will not fix the potholes, we will display them. All right, our guests, Engineer Mahama and Kweku Ntribue-Siako, helping us get to the bottom of some of these issues. Now, Engineer Mahama, the presence of potholes completely deteriorates and devalues a road.
Yeah.
The motorway is a typical example. Built with concrete, an example, a perfect example of a properly constructed road. Other countries even came here to learn how we did it. Today, when you drive across the surface of that road, does it still qualify to be technically described as a motorway?
No. I think over the past few years, we have actually shut down that name or the idea that we still have any express road or a motorway in Ghana. A road that has actually defined the speed limit of drivers instead of the other way around cannot be described as a motorway. But I must be quick to add that last 3 weeks I used the motorway, I think about a month ago. And I remember there was a time you interviewed and I said we should transfer our brains to our right legs so that we'll know how to speed on the motorway. We are complaining that the motorway is not good. Obviously, any driver who is driving and sees through this windscreen knows that the road is not too good. But ironically or surprisingly, when I was doing about 60, 70, 80, I saw vehicles which were speeding with the speed of light, doing over 120, knowing that the motorway was bad. These are both commercial vehicles that I know that they use the road every day. So we know the road is not good. I mean, Joy FM has sustained this over the past 6, 7, if I'm not mistaken. About 6, 7 years, it's been like a campaign that I've been on every time with your good self. So in as much I'm just trying to talk about the fact that the motorway does not exist to be, it doesn't have the name to describe it anymore. We, the drivers on that road, have to apply the basic road ethics to be able to do within the 60, 70. What the road is not telling us to do must be obeyed until government comes in to repair the motorway or to reconstruct the motorway. Right. I have to say this. My senior who taught me, may so rest in peace, he was from the state. He never liked speed humps on our roads. But you know, the behavioral pattern of our drivers, and this one, both commercial and then private drivers, sometimes brings about the community suddenly jumping onto the roads to provide unapproved speed drums using clay or any substance that they come across. Now you can see that they are using this kind of thick rope that they actually use at the harbor for these ships that we have. But when you provide 10 speed drums or speed drums within a very short distance, you are exponentially increasing the potholes because the sudden application of brake going across the speed drum and the sudden initiation of the speed, if the road is not a paved or is not a concrete road, this creates a sudden brake and sudden speed at both approaches of the speed drums would start to generate the differential or this small depressed areas, and they start to have these potholes. That's why you see 10 speed drums in a short community, and at 30 meters at both sides of the speed drum has the potholes. And then if you have 10 of these at close proximity to each other, that means the road will go bad. So one of my solutions or my suggestions to that is that when it becomes necessary that we should have these speed drums within the community, the first 30 meters of both sides of the approach of the speed drum must be a concrete or pavement blocks, so that no matter the screeching or the sudden stoppage, they are placed because of the rigidity of the pavement. You won't have these potholes. What brings about this pothole is because even though we have in some instances, adequately provided information to the driver, you are approaching a community, you are approaching a town. This speed ramp at 50 meters, the one at the 30 meter, before you get to the town, is not adhered to. Right. So even though some of the roads are supposed to have a smooth riding quality, we are compelled, or let me say the Ministry of Roads and Highways, the Urban Roads, the Department of Urban Roads and Flair Roads are compelled to provide an ad hoc, something that was not thought through in the design. Because ordinarily, if a driver is supposed to follow the speed the speed limit within a community, there will not be any need for knockdowns or a speed run because of lack of. There will not be any knockdown because the driver is following the laid down informations that are actually visible to him, but we ignore. And this brings about some of the major potholes within communities which are having a black spot in terms of engineering description. When you say the black spot, there are areas which are potential. I have a records of accident occurring almost now, every now and then. Right. Now, the bits that I've seen, you get to our towns, and some of our MPs are compelled to repair potholes. I have come across few of these repairs. People go in to repair the pothole, and rather after 2 months, they aggravate the situation. Because you will see MPs, or let me say DCs, trying to actually remedy the situation. And in doing so, when they engage their own constituents, so that at least, trying to make sure that at least we are getting job for our people. Pothole patching is a specialized engineering, component, where you even need people who sometimes do not necessarily just do road construction, but they are specialized in the mitigation of pothole patching. Now, these people go into the community, they take any debris or any soil around the area, and then actually spread it onto the existing road, and then either put the quota or put this asphalt that they have already prepared in the Kia. Now, you have actually contaminated the otherwise very good subgrade material with a clay, which will absorb a lot of water. And then when you do this pothole patching and you tar the surface, you start to have this exponential deterioration of the road. Number two, some potholes might be very, very minimal, like your documentary. Others are so deep. So if they are so small, like say 2 cm or 3 cm thick, that's like the length of your fingernail. You cannot come and put in sand and compact and then spread the bitumen on it. It will not bond. So once you have actually disturbed down the one existing, and you come and put this small laterite with that small thickness, you need a certain thickness, maybe from 55 cm to about 10 cm before the road will bond. So these are all the things that we observe in the country. As long as we are doing this discussion, we should also be able to sensitize our communities that they should be able to be more information. They should get more information from whoever is undertaking pothole patching within their community, because I have seen a lot of them that has rather worsened the situation after they were done because they were not properly thought through. Now you see the telcos, or let me say the service providers, when you get to Kaokudi Junction, just when you are coming from the Accra enclave, you are moving toward the 37 area, just after the traffic light, see the bumps you see there. I came across service providers cutting the road to repair a service line. I don't know, because if they engage the Department of Urban Roads, they would adequately give them information about, how maybe one of the engineers supervising how it should be cut, the area you need to cut before you come in, and then do the various layer compacting, and then you cut the road or you patch the road. Just around the Elwak, when you're moving towards Cantonment, at the same traffic light, a similar one has been there. I think that one is Ghana Water Company Limited, cutting across the road and now dumping pavement blocks as a solution to the problem. These are institutions. So if we don't have this interconnectivity of institutions from the Ministry of Energy down to the ECG, Ghana Water Company, from the local government ministry or Works and Housing, actually, having a discussion with the Ministry of Roads and Highways in repairing their pipes or their service mains, these issues of riding quality that brings about these potholes would continue. And before you do that, if the engineers at the ministry are told that A, B, and C are happening, we should be quick to ask ourselves, why do we still have water lines running parallel in the carriageway of our roads? When you get to, example, Adeso to Nsawam Road, there are some areas that almost every 2 months, the GWCL come to cut the main road and then repair their pipes and abandon the site. These are bigger cause for worry in terms of generation of potholes on our roads. So with all this, there should be a synchronization between all the ministries, and then the law has to be enforced that from the 20th century or 21st century, any road that is being constructed should not have any service line mains passing through either across or along inside the road without providing adequate what we call pipe ducts. Now, these pipe ducts are like the small culverts which will sleeve all these service lines through them, so that in case there's any damage, you don't come and cut the road, but you just sleeve out this, open these chambers, and you do your repairs under the road. These are not being done. So all these are contributing significantly to the destruction of our road. Now, my colleague stated something about the roads that he saw in the UK and US. And you also augmented by saying that some roads in Accra stay within 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, and they go off. Now, let me give you one of the technical aspects I know about that one. You know, when you are doing the road like the Ebri one that I did in 2004, it is called a surface dress road. Now, the surface dress road has sometimes three layers. After you are done with the gravel work, the last gravel work, you do what we call the primer. And now the primer is like a transition between the gravel and the bituminous surface. Now that primer is so thin that it cannot stay beyond 3 months. Now in the event where a contractor is constructing this road, and at that stage he's done with the primer and he raises concern for non-payment of his IPCs, and justifiably so he leaves the site, the layman wouldn't understand that that road has not been completed once he has seen bitumen and chippings on it. That is just a primer. And that one, no matter how good your design is, it will go off within 2-3 months, or even sometimes within 1 month when the rains come on it. So we should also make sure that we explain to the citizenry what kind of road we have done and at what stage are we, so that nobody will just say that this road was done about 3 months ago and it's gone bad. Because if the second seal and the third seal is actually put on it within the stipulated time, the road would last. So at a point in time, it's not only that the contractor is doing a bad work, but he may have stopped the work because of the reason I cited, that non-payment of certificate or lack of cash flow on the road.
Right. So that's a very important point. That sometimes potholes are appearing just because the actual work was never completed.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Now, let me bring in Kweku Nchibwe Siako. And I guess now we can go into the detail of the impact of potholes on our lives. Because your article really breaks it down. I'd love for you to walk us through it.
Okay. Thank you, Kojo. So, if you take an individual who, for the purpose of this discussion, earns $3,000 per month, you can convert it into cedis. But I wrote this article back in 2012, so over 10 years ago. Now, that person wastes 30 minutes per day in traffic as a result of potholes. And I use my personal experience on the Adenta Dodowa Road all the way to Osu, where I used to work at the time, to do this analysis. It means that per year, the loss of productivity will amount to over $2,200. Now, assuming you have just 100,000 Ghanaians who earn that much and who experience 30 minutes per day in traffic as a result of potholes, you are looking at $228 million that we lose by way of productivity for just 100,000 Ghanaians. Wow. Now you can multiply that. I mean, our population is close to 31 million now, and you are likely to have probably somewhere in the region of 500,000 people who may be earning this. So the loss of productivity is very, very significant in real dollar terms. Now, if you look at fuel consumption, I mean, your engine is running whilst you are stuck in traffic behind potholes, and it's significant when I mentioned the person who spends 3 hours each direction every day going to work, if you look at the Adenta Dodowa Road now, there are just about 5 points where you have this whole traffic along that road. Right. And if you go and observe, all of them are as a result of a few potholes. A few potholes. And what happens is when every driver gets near the potholes, they slow down, and therefore they back up everybody else. Now the commercial drivers in particular would want to jump the traffic, and when they want to rejoin the traffic, they further slow down everybody. So whilst you are stuck in traffic, you are burning fuel. That increases your cost, personal cost of travel, and it means that, it's affecting your pocket. But also you look at vehicle maintenance. Commercial drivers in particular have been highlighting this because their shock absorbers don't last. Other parts of the vehicle, have to be maintained as a result of driving through potholes. We import these spare parts with foreign exchange, and sometimes we don't realize how our CD continues to depreciate. It's because we are importing everything. Something that we could easily avoid importing, we still have to import, because if you fix these potholes, I don't know how much it will cost to fix the 5 areas of potholes that you have on the Adenta Dodowa Road. But I can tell you, if you combine the loss of productivity, fuel consumption, vehicle maintenance, people having to go to hospital as a result of their health conditions, the stress, the physical body pains, and all of that. If you compute all of these, the cost will be thousands of times the cost that highway authority will incur fixing these potholes. So the reality, but what is more worrying is the road accidents. And Joy FM over the years has reported several accidents that were a direct result of one driver trying to avoid potholes. And we've had fatalities on our road. We don't need to have this if our authorities were going to take action. Emergency services, and I cited an example, Dakuman at the time. You had a fire tender trying to respond to an emergency, and is driving like 5 kilometers per hour, maneuvering through all these potholes. I'm sure by the time it got to the destination, the place is already bent to the ground. Yeah. If you have somebody who needs to go to hospital, an ambulance is having to struggle through potholes. The consequences is anybody's guess. But one question I want to ask is, and Engineer Mahama can help. For most construction works, you have, let's say, 12-month period, and we take retention to make sure that whatever problems or whatever challenges are detected on the project after it has been handed over, the contractor will go back and fix this. How come, is it done in Ghana in practice? And if it is done, how come we don't have contractors going back to fix these roads when they develop potholes? Yeah. And why is it that highway authority will wait until a small pothole degenerates into a manhole and cause all this traffic that people experience on a daily basis? Yes, last night, the person I was chatting with cited, 2 potholes at Owusu Ansa Junction along the Adenta Dodowa Road. This started as very small potholes, but it's not fixed, and gradually they are, enlarging and covering larger portions of the road, so everybody has to slow down quite significantly, whereas previously they could just maneuver and drive over the pothole. Now it has, those two have enlarged, and before you realize, the whole section of the road, is full of potholes, because once you drive over this or through these potholes, you also chip away the edges, and then they continue to enlarge.
Yeah.
Our authorities have to be up and doing, because this has real cost to individuals and to the nation, as I've explained.
Absolutely. I've got to say, I'm shocked at how quickly our time has run, but it just means that, of course, our conversation has to continue at another time. And you've raised some very important questions, Kweku Nchibwe-Siako, about regulatory, lack of regulation, lack of supervision, and how indeed contractors can hand over work that is not well done. And during the retention period, during the defects period, potholes appear, but nothing is done about it. And they still take their retention at the end of the 12 months. How could these things happen? We will be talking even more about these issues. But for today, I want to say a big thank you to both of you. Engineer Abdullah Mahama is a civil engineer, roads and building consultant as well. And Kweku Nchibwe-Siako, who is no stranger to the show, a concerned citizen. Thank you both for your time. Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
More on the show after these.
Prepare for an unforgettable theatrical experience as Image Bureau, in partnership with April Communications and Joy FM, present A Detective Calls.
You must apologize to her at once. Apologize for what? Doing my duty?
The most intriguing play of the year returns to the National Theatre, Saturday 3rd and Sunday 4th June, for 2 captivating shows each day at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m.
It didn't seem like such a terrible thing at the time. Don't you understand?
Grab a ticket for this highly anticipated rerun for only 150 cities at Kuala, Airport Shell, Nalim Stores, Petronas Hotel, Frankie's, or online at www.imagebrogh.com or dial *713*101#, supported by Neeplant Car Rentals, Digicraft, Daily Guide, sponsors The Sport Furniture, Saka Homes, A Detective Calls.
Because you are not the kind of father a chap could come to when they are in trouble. That's why. Don't talk to me like that.
This is not a comedy.
The system has nothing on her. Those in power fear what she can do. She is Madame, and she is here. On one hand, she's a humanitarian, and on the other, she's using them to seduce men in power for favors. Madame is a new drama series that explores the evils of an uncontrolled system where young women are exploited. Showing Mondays to Fridays at 8 p.m. on Aquaba Magic, DSTV channel 150, and GoTV channel 102. Stay connected on *759#.
We have begun the One Village, One Dam initiative, and you here in Bogo can see for yourself. 570 are being built.
One village, one dam. After the fanfare, we go back to Ayopia in the Bongo district of the Upper East region, where it all started.
Somebody should be answering the questions. Why? What happened? We need to hold people accountable. We can't just say it has failed, therefore that be it.
How much is the average cost of the dam?
It's from between 230 to 250,000. The highest is the 250,000.
But how much was really spent? Thirsty Dams, a Joy News Hotline documentary by Jojo Kobina. Coming soon.
Hey, close up. Ever fresh air, ever fresh air. Ever fresh air, ever close up.
All new Close Up Everfresh. Wait, Charlie, what's new?
It now has a triple fresh formula that cleans, protects, and cools. Thanks to a powerful combination of 1, a purifying gel, 2, an antibacterial mouthwash formula, 3, ice cool crystals. That cleans, fights up to 99% bacteria, and intensely cools. Fresh breath. Keeps you protected and fresh long after brushing. Close Up Triple Fresh formula. Cleans, protect, and cools. Close Up Everfresh. Grab yours now.
This advert is FDA approved.
Joy 99.7 FM.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Let's go.
GH portals already getting lots of mileage, and we want you to send your pictures and your videos with the hashtag so that we can share them. Some of you have been sending us WhatsApp messages as well. This one says, why do we have so many junctions with holes in the middle? What purpose do they serve? And how come you only see such things in Ghana? Then we put sticks and tires on them to the extent that people will tell you, as for here, cars fall into them all the time. And this is Senna asking this question. There's a junction like that in Cape Coast. Since I was a child, there's been a hole there with sticks in it. This one says, Kojo, what has happened to the concrete roads we were promised? And that's Ray asking that question. This one says, Adenta Ashie, the potholes from the Ashie Goyle through to the Fulani Junction are screaming for help. The traffic caused by these ditches is just too frustrating. That's Adi from Ashie. This one says, I live at Oshie near Kokrobite at Professor J.A. Mills Bypass, Wejagbawe. Our road is almost immotorable. Meanwhile, it leads to so many beach resorts, and that is Gordon making that lament. From Bechele Junction through Bechele to Samco Pure Oil Ministries, very bad. That not some Trotsky's don't want to ply the stretch, and that is Tete in Tete Nyakono. Thank you for those.
Well, enjoy a fresh breath in Europe's iconic city, Oslo, Norway this summer. Don Marcus Travel and Tours, in partnership with Akwabiashite Travel and Tour in Norway, is organizing an exciting summer trip to Oslo, Norway from the 17th to the 25th of June 2023. Tour package includes visa, return air ticket, ground transport, airport transfers, accommodation for 9 days, breakfast, lunch and dinner, sightseeing entry fees, and a complimentary travel insurance, typical Norwegian nightlife in Oslo. Interested tourists in Ghana should contact Don Marcos Travel and Tours on 0249045442 or 0202930863 or email donmarcostravels@gmail.com, Marcus spelled Markus. Tourists in Europe or other parts of the world should contact Akwabiashite Travel and Tour on +47455360081. Email akwabiashite@yahoo.com.
Now, Kingdom Books and Stationery reminds you to go check out their website today. It's kingdomstoreonline.com. You can buy whatever you want from Kingdom, pay via Momo, and have it delivered to your home or office. If you're in Accra or Tema, you get free delivery. Terms and conditions apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
So you know that every time we eat food and sugars are trapped between our teeth, leading to tooth decay, gum disease, and in some cases, foul breath. Well, brushing your teeth every morning and night with Pepsodent Cavity Fighter gives your teeth the protection they need, leaving you with 10 times stronger teeth. Now, Pepsodent Cavity Fighter is fortified with pro-fluoride and microcalcium ingredients, sealing tiny and invisible holes in your teeth, and this prevents cavities, keeps your teeth strong and your mouth healthy. Pepsodent is recommended by the Ghana Dental Association. There are two other highly effective variants of Pepsodent on the market. Pepsodent Charcoal, made with a fine blend of activated charcoal and lemon essence. Pepsodent Charcoal White gently polishes away tooth stains and naturally restores your bright smile. Pepsodent Herbal, for our herbal lovers, try Pepsodent Herbal toothpaste, formulated from carefully selected natural extracts and uniquely blended herbs. Pepsodent Herbal releases, repairs, and protects gum tissues while giving you strong teeth. You can get Pepsodent at any shop near you. Call our customer care center on toll-free 0800 2030. Pepsodent, every smile matters.
All right, here's some good news for small to medium scale business owners. With SME Plus, you get to manage all your operational costs in communication. The service allows you to choose from affordable packages and enjoy talk time, SMS, data, and business content all bundled into one subscription. Here's the other great news. You get free on-net calls every Monday from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. Just dial *5060# to sign up today. You can WhatsApp or call 0244 308 111 for more information, and stay connected everywhere you go.
Great.
A few more tweets.
No. Oh, let me tell you about what we're going to do tomorrow, because tomorrow our focus is on allergies. I'm sure many of us may have experienced it. And so, why are you looking at me, Raymond?
Ghana.
Ghana what?
We don't have allergies.
What do we
What
have?
are you talking about?
What allergies do you have?
I'm
for
going
GRC?
through allergies right now. Whenever the season changes, I get pollen allergies. So you've noticed that the past few days I've been scratching my eyes.
Pollen, flower.
Pollen.
The one from plants.
All plants, yes. So as pollination is happening right now, there are
It
lots of
enters your
particles
eyes.
in the air. So yeah, so
We'll be discussing allergies.
look, there are
tomorrow.
skin allergies. There are skin reactions that are caused by allergies. Okay,
Is-
there are lots of foods that people react to, and
Rich people's
allergies can
children
be.
that say peanuts, they
Raymond,
can't.
allergies kill.
Yeah, I see.
Allergies kill. There is a troubling video on YouTube of a child with peanut allergies, and other kids in her school were bullying her, and they slapped a peanut butter sandwich in her face. She died.
Here in Ghana.
No, Raymond.
Ah,
But
okay.
she's dead anyway. Wherever it happened, she died. So allergies are real, and they're a very big problem.
We'll be discussing it. We'll be looking at the symptoms, what
see.
causes it tomorrow on the
Okay.
Super Morning Show.
Okay.
Well, that'll be all from us this morning here on the Super Morning Show. Thanks so much for being part of us on behalf of the team. My name is Winston Amoa.